Alright. Sound seems to be okay, but let's check anyway. Maybe it's a bit too loud. Sound effects, voice, music. Maybe take everything down a little bit. Like this. Yeah, like this. Take voice down to here. Sound effects to here. Ambient is probably fine because it's under this. So good. This game's got a lot of options, especially because this is like the enhanced version. Let's see. But if it's still too loud, do let me know. But you know what? Let me be sure, even though I love this music. Yeah, let's take it down a little bit more. Just a notch. There we go. Like this. Because it does seem to be a tad bit loud. But it might be because of the headphone settings that I use. Because that translates into OBS. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is comfy. This is comfy. Graphics I don't want to screw around with. Should all be good. But there are a lot of options to here. But select life. Oh, I did have a save. There we go. Oh, let's forget that because it was just a test before this. And I think I even played it on German, yeah, because it says Leichenhalle. So you can actually set the language. Yeah, definitely wanna do a new one. Yeah. As you can see here. There we go. And I think they are probably, just judging by how I used German before, Deutsch, it actually had like voice acting in said language. So I think it's probably the same for these as well, which is pretty amazing. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with the good old English. I do love the English voices in this game, but full disclosure. Also, before full disclosure, welcome everybody, hope you're doing great. I bet you are kind of surprised that I'm playing this, but you shouldn't be, because I'm playing anything that I am in the mood for. And this is a game, to go into the full disclosure part, is that I played this, not the enhanced version, just the original version, as good or bad as it ran. But this one, I haven't played the enhanced version, except for those 18 minutes or whatever, it just sat there. So I deleted that there just now, because I want to play this game through all the way. And I always started it before the enhanced version with the original version. And I think that was also like, yeah, that was also from GOG, yeah. It was also from GOG. Yeah, that's also from GOG, right. Yeah, it's also from GOG, but this is also from GOG, yeah. But, yeah, I played that, but it had, I think they tried to fix as much as possible, but it still had a few problems, you know, because of how the game was, I don't know, you know, it's an older game. It's very much an older game now. I think the enhanced version is probably more stable and still kinda can mess around with options to make it more faithful to the original, but from what I saw in this one, it still looks great. So some sprites might look a bit different to the original, but I think it's overall looks good. But I never finished this game, so once again, streaming a game that I never finished, and I intend to, which is why I'm going to stream it. But enough yapping. Let's try to fail horribly, but before that, I started up the game before starting the stream, so I looked around the options, but this is the important thing. So it goes like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was original in 3, so I will set it to 4. I think I will just set it to 4, yeah. And we'll see if I struggle or anything like that. Maybe I need to take it down a notch, but I don't want to start immediately on the 5th difficulty because I am like barely familiar with stuff. I did get, when I played the not enhanced version, but the original version of this, I did get to a point. And then I just, you know, didn't finish it. So, once again, like with all of the other things that I started to stream, intention is to finish it. However long it might take, doesn't matter. So, a new life. That is still the original. That is still the original screenshot, or the original. Yeah, the menu is higher resolution, but this is still the original picture, which is great. Alright. So what I want to do is, you cannot name yourself, because we are the nameless one. But what I want to do is a good old fisticuffs character, because I love punching characters, that's it. Very simple. Strength. Also, prepare for me speaking a lot, because I want to read all of the text that is not voiced. I will read all of it. So, if you are kinda annoyed by me reading, I am sorry in advance, but I also want to try to get better, you know, at reading out stuff, voice acting or whatever stuff, you know, helps me better speak the language itself. You know, I have to work on my skill issue with English. But, let's see. Yeah, the picture should be fine, yeah, because I cannot... I don't think I can tab out of this, but I see the picture and the sound levels in OBS displayed correctly, so it should all be fine. So that's always been the case, but this is something that I always say, so it's okay, don't worry about it. Alright, so, back to it. New life, yeah, character generation. This is the character generation screen. Modify your statistics by clicking plus or minus buttons for each statistic. Move the cursor over each statistic for a description of its purpose. Yep, strength. This ability score represents your raw strength. A high strength allows you to carry more weight and makes your melee attacks more accurate and damaging. Yeah, everything is at 9, which is a good number. I do like 9. But intelligence, but already running into problems of reading. That's why I need to practice. Intelligence. This ability score represents your memory, reasoning, and deductive skills. A high intelligence helps you regain memories faster, gives you more dialogue options, and aids your mage skills. I do want to raise this. Dexterity. This ability score represents your agility, reflexes, and hand-eye coordination. A high dexterity makes you harder to hit and aids your thief skills. Yeah. Charisma. This ability score represents your persuasiveness, personal magnetism, and ability to lead. The higher your charisma, the more favorably others will react towards you. Constitution, and I don't think we can, like, decrease anything. We can just improve with 21 character points. Armor class is 10, hit points 20. Alright, so Constitution. Speaking of hit points. This ability score represents your physique, hardiness, and state of health. High Constitution gives you more hit points, and in the Nameless One's case, a faster regeneration rate as well. Wisdom. This ability score represents your intuition, common sense, and willpower. A high wisdom helps you recall memories and gives you a bonus to experience points. So let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. So it does go by 1. Okay, so 18 is the max. Is it the overall max, or is it just... Oh, I see. Wait, I didn't even... Okay, so it's 18. Then you get 30? Aha, your exceptional strength gives you +1 to hit and +2 to damage with all melee attacks. I see. Interesting. 1800. 99. Weird. Okay, so... Okay, so... This is always difficult for me to do. So 21 points. 6 options. I usually like balance in all things, but if I want to do a punchy character, and I also want them to be able to bob and weave or something, so I think let's do this first. Intellect, wisdom, charisma, constitution, like this, and then I have 9 points to go. But these are all average, which is totally fine, but mage skills. So I think this is enough. I have 9 points. So how about I do this? There we go. Bonus to armor class. The strength doesn't get anything yet. It gets it at 16. Wisdom. Possess exceptional wisdom and willpower at 15. Interesting. Dexterity 15. Intellect. Intelligence is average still. I see. Well. Wisdom is better than intelligence. Just basing my I am basing this upon just like my personal preference in life or whatever. I value wisdom more than their raw intelligence. So there you go. I am dumb. But wise? I don't know. Yeah, nothing. So wisdom. This is different if it's 15. This gets different at 16, 17, 18. I think this will be fine. Armor class 9. Aha. So my armor class did get lower though. Wasn't it 10? Wait. Oh no! Wait. That's weird. This number represents your overall defense. The lower the number, the harder it is for your enemies to... Oh, I see. So it has to be... Oh, okay. Well, I'm not that familiar with D&D stuff. So, now I know. So the lower the number here is better. Because I guess it's a chance. It's a lower chance for them to hit you. I see. So that's why it's important. Alright. 18, 15, 15. Everything else is 9. Perfect. 9, 9, 9. 18, 15, 15. So like nice triangle here, nice triangle here. Perfect. Perfect to me. Perfect. Alright. Yeah. Also, I love this music. Sorry that I've been talking over it. But yeah, I think this will be fine. Intelligence is average. Exceptional strength. Wisdom and willpower. Constitution, charisma. Armor class. So yeah. It's 1. 5. Alright. I already talked over the music, but I don't want to skip it until it finishes in full. Because it's so weird to start like mid melody. It's my OCD or something, I don't know. But yeah, I do recommend, like immediately, try this game for yourself if you can. And just listen to this music on its own. It tells you everything about the game itself. Like the music is very much representative of the whole game. Right? Yeah, it is zoomed out much more, right? You have a little bit of a black outline.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Who are you? Who am I? How about you? Start? Who are you? I asked you first, Skull. I don't know, I can't remember. Can't remember your name? Huh? Well, next time you spend the night in this burg, you go easy on the bub. Name's Morte. I'm trapped in here too. Trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. You're locked in? Where? What is this place? It's called the mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. The mortuary? What? Am I dead? Not from where I'm standing. You got scars aplenty though. Looks like some sort of burg. Some burg painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the lab before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back? Or the pauses? Say, it looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. It spells out something. Tattoos on my back? What do they say? Looks like you come with directions. Morta clears his throat. Let's see. It starts with, I know you feel you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that will shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farad can fill you in on the rest of the chant if he's not in the dead book already. Farad, does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more. Morta pauses. Let's see. It goes on. Don't lose the journal or we'll be up the sticks again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farad. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for the journal that I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me while I was lying here? No. You were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Sides, looks like you got enough of a journal penned on your body. What about Farad? Do you know him? Nobody I know. But then again, I don't know many people. Still, some burgs got to know where to find Farad. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless, and won't attack you unless you attack first. Is there some other way? I don't want to kill them just for a key. So I should attack one of these corpses and loot it for the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Search the shelves in the room for a weapon to attack the zombies with. When you find one, go to the inventory screen, the backpack button on the lower right. Arm yourself. If you wish to examine any items you find, right-click on them in the inventory screen. Alright, I'll look for one. One last thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses, but getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run, and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. Run, either toggle, yep. Run in the options screen or hold down the shift key and left click. If you're in danger of dying, use running to keep your distance, yep. Alright, thanks for the advice.
What's up? Yeah.
Doesn't he?
All right.
Oh.
Huh?
Done.
Done. Alright. Oh, but I can't zoom in. Right, I'm dumb. There you go. You can just zoom out to the high heavens. Or you can zoom in for a more personal experience. Or I can use the arrow keys, I guess. Oh, I see. Ah! That pop. I hate that pop. Dialogue. Right. Or I can write... What? Test. Okay, so... The statistics screen. Wait. So if I press S, I hear a pop. I hear a pop in my headphones, which is fucking annoying. So, how about... Wait. Does it still do that? Maybe a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Ah! 7:15, 7:16. Select all characters, abort current action. Space, pauses. Good. This pause time. Okay. Form party. I see. I can just remove him. Alright. Well. Biography. Biography. I feel like I've woken up inside someone's dream. I don't know who I am. I don't know how I got here. And I don't know how to get out. First thing I remember is calling off a metal slab in some vaulted monstrosity called the mortuary and some floating skull asking me a bunch of damned questions. I've lost my memory, I've lost my possessions, and the only thing I really seem to know is that I can get stabbed, beaten, burned, and I get better. Average Tuesday. This regeneration of mine hasn't done much for my looks, but no one seems to notice. I need to figure out who I am and how I got this way. I feel like something's missing, something inside, but I don't know what. And Mortis biography. Of course you have got questions about me. You probably have questions about all sorts of things. Let me boil it down for you. When you've been as dead as long as I have, without arms, legs, or anything else, you spend a lot of time thinking, you know? I figure it's been a few hundred years since I got penned in the dead book, but time doesn't really tally up the way it used to. Without that mortality thing pressing down on you, all the days and nights kind of blend together. So you think about this, and you think about that, and the most important piece of wisdom I've learned over the past 100 or so years is this. There's a lot more obscene gestures you can make with your eyes and your jaw than most people think. Without even resorting to insults or taunting, you can really light a bonfire under someone just with the right combination of eye movements and jaw clicking. Drives them barmy. If you ever get beheaded and your skin flayed from your skull, I'll show you how it's done. I got some real gems, Chief. They'd drive a diva to murder. They would. I know what you're thinking. I'm dead. I've lost so much. It should have sobered me up to all the joy I missed, all those loves I lost. Some people get all depressed about death. They haven't tried it, of course, but one thing they never seem to realize is how it changes your perspective on things. It really makes you take a second look at life, broaden your horizons. For me, it's pretty much made me realize how many dead chits are in this burg and how few sharp-tongued men like myself there are to go around. You spin the wheel right and your years of spending nights alone are over. Shallow? I'm not shallow. I just don't get caught up in all the philosophy and faith and belief wash that every Burke from Arborea to the Grey Waste rattle their jaws about. Who cares? The plains are what they are. You are what you are, and if it changes, fine. But things aren't bad the way they are, and I should know. Go on, ask me some questions about the plains, or the chant, or the people, or the cultures. When you end up like me without eyelids, that is, you end up seeing a lot of things, and I can tell you almost everything you need to know. It's like this. We're in this together, Chief. Until this is over, I stick like your leg. Bleh. And of course, I fuck it up at the end. Learn to read with me. Thaco? What's Thaco? What's your Thaco? 18. Resistances. Pretty good resistances. My resistances? The proficient? Resistances? None. Beautiful start. Love it. AC is 9. Human male. Nameless one fighter. And he is Morte male. So I guess there's female Mortis. Yeah, alignment, he is chaotic good. Yeah. This represents your disposition toward good or evil, law or chaos. Current alignment, chaotic good. Chaotic good characters aren't concerned with structure or order. They are individualists who tend towards performing acts of kindness. Well, I think I'm probably neutral, right? Yep. This represents your disposition. Yep. Current alignment, true neutral. True neutral characters believe in maintaining the balance of law and chaos. They don't tip the scales between the two and tend to oppose anyone who does. Sounds perfectly reasonable to me, so I'll try to keep that. Because that just sounds fine to me. That just sounds fine to me. That's my favorite kind. Favorite kind of alignment. True neutral. AKA, leave me out of this shit. Alright. Oh, adjust myself. Let's start to play the video game. What's that? System of rails is running through the whole room. It looks like the slabs in the room can be moved around on these rails. Alright, let's check this. Scalpel, yep. Yeah. Alright, you found the scalpel. Now go to those corpses. Oh, sorry, now go get those corpses, and don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Alright. Time to introduce these corpses to the second death then. Although you can attack by selecting a weapon from the quick menu, pressing A key also toggles the attack cursor. Let's go. Yeah, like this. Okay, perfectly fine. But, let me see something. Because I do remember there being...
I'm gone.
Yeah, I want to look around for... And there's another... Oh no, that's my scalpel. Oops. Thought it was another scalpel. It does scroll pretty slow. Where is it? Mouse scrolling, keyboard scrolling. Can I put this up? Let's try this. How does this? Oh, that's a bit better. I think. Whoa! Oh, that's cool. That looks cool. Whoa! Interesting. Yeah, this is still the same, but this is like... Yeah, I'm thinking that it was drawn, but no, it wasn't actually drawn. Can I... Stairs up, down. Southwest preparation room, right? I guess it's just zoomed out, and once I... Yeah. Press the map, show walkable. Interesting. Add note. Add note is still a thing though, which is great. I love that. I love that feature. Good, good. Keep that in. Definitely keep that in. That's important. Bandages, good. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the keyboard scrolling. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Alright. Whoa. Whoa, that looks funky. Whoa. I hope it doesn't look bad. Because like in the stream it looks weird. Whoa, why does it look so weird? Or not the stream, but in OBS it looks like lower frame rate. So if anyone is here and can let me know if it looks right, then please do. Because you know, on my screen it's good. It's on the OBS screen. It looks like, yeah, the zombie moving is fine. It's just when we move around. Yeah, if we move around like this, that's perfectly fine. For the most part, yeah. If I start scrolling, it looks so weird. Well, I guess I won't be looking over there too much, but if it shows up right on YouTube, that's all I care about. It might also because of, you know, it's an older game, how it's done with like the frames and stuff. See that though. See that. Where is it? Frame rate. Oh, this is it. Slider allows you to increase the frame rate. Middle is enhanced. Yeah. I'm in the middle. Don't want to change that for sure. Adjusting the frame rate above 30 may result in audio sync issues during cutscenes as well as mistimed spell effects during combat. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But there doesn't seem to be any audio issues so far.
What's up, Chief?
What's up, Chief?
Done.
Done. Cutscene also played fine, I think. So I hope it is fine. It's just because also when I like play other games, it can be weird. I guess next time, because I wanted to include for the first stream, I wanted to include the intro. I guess next time I will just try to start the stream after starting the game. Maybe it will be better because that usually seemed to have so far improved like the quality for some games, for running the game and also streaming it. But whatever. Yeah, I just hope everything displays correctly. I hope I hope it's not glitching on YouTube. I hope it's all fine. It's probably just in my OBS. It looks weird, but it's weird. I hope it's fine. This corpse head lolls back and forth on its shoulders. Judging from the angle of the neck, it looks like this man may have been hanged. The number 825 has been painted on the left side, on the side of his head. Examine the corpse. This corpse is carrying nothing, but you happen to notice his hands are heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. Can't we just... wait. Can't I just put this here? Here? Talk to him again. Do I have to... I think I should be able to just... oh, whatever. Bloody cloth covers the remains of the corpse. The stench rising from the body is almost unbearable. Also might be because my, you know, the monitor that I use for the OBS is like at 60 FPS or something. I think it can't go any higher. So there might be some glitchiness appearing, even though it probably displays correctly for the stream. I hope it does at least. But I guess I will see. I guess I will see. I mean, I also could have just done a test stream or whatever, but... nah, who cares? It will all be fine. Stop worrying. This corpse looks like someone turned it inside out. A machine at the head of the table has peeled the skin off the forehead to give direct access to the skull. Looks like someone is in the middle of dissecting this corpse. And this is where we woke up. The slab is covered with dried blood and other remains. Ew. This device looks like some sort of sewing machine. Arms with hooks, tubes, and metallic thread hang from it. I opened these already, right? I think my options should still be the same, yeah, okay. I mean, this still looks like around 30 FPS to me. What if I turn it to 30 FPS? I don't know. Yeah, when they run around or I scroll the screen is when it starts to look weird. Right. Yeah, when the video played, it was all fine. All during the gameplay where it's weird. I don't want to mess around too much with it. Press button, full screen, hardware mouse cursor, bright outlines. Grayscale on pause. Highlight select the sprite. Dither always. Always dither characters obscured by objects. Other characters are only dithered when the cursor's off. I see. It wasn't in graphics, it was in this, right? Frame rate. It seems to be fine. Weird. Maybe I should set the frame rate to 16 in my... oh, it actually displays your health. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, on my monitor it says around 80, it's like 70, whatever. I hope it displays correctly, we'll see. This shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has peeled back, revealing its chalk-white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. Carrying the key. This corpse doesn't appear to be carrying a key, and it doesn't look like it would be able to use one if it did. Its fingers are broken, as if someone smashed them with a hammer. You do happen to notice that its left shoulder is heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. Guess you don't have it. You don't happen to know which of your other corpse friends has the key out of this place. Chief, they can't hear you, alright? They're dead. But you're dead, and you're talking to me. Yeah, but I'm special. Death couldn't kill me. Kill my zest for life. These corpses here, mortar rolls aside, they probably didn't have much personality to begin with. I see. Look, Chief, watching you trying to swap the chant with these corpses isn't doing much for my morale. Let's leave the corpse talk for the bar, is alright? Alright then, let's go. I guess I should just attack this little dude. Poor little guy. Okay, he has some bandages on him. Was this the guy with the... carrying nothing. The corpse in peace. And I think he had bandages, right? Bandages might be usable, yeah, alright. Let's get the bandages. Let me be evil a little bit. Although these guys are like already resurrected when they shouldn't be. Not really a nice thing to do. This corpse stops and stares blankly at you as you approach. The number 782 is carved into his forehead. His lips have been stitched closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. This corpse looks like the one with the key. It is holding it tightly in its left hand, and its thumb and forefinger locked around it in a death grip. It looks like you'll need to hack the corpse's hand off to free the key. Alright then. Yeah, got the key. Where does this lead? We'll need the key, but that's... I guess not this key. Something else. Some other key. That was the preparation room. Okay. Psst! Advice, Chief. I keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the femmes. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. I don't think you mentioned it before. Who are these caretakers? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis on the face. Oh, sorry, off the face. They're an adult bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die sooner, better than later. I'm confused. Why do these Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die. Sooner, better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? The corpses I've seen here... where did they all come from? Death visits the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretaker of death. Before you said something about making sure I didn't kill any female corpses. Why? Are you serious? Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking up for keys, no lopping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance? What are you talking about? Chief, they're dead. We're dead. See where I'm going? Eh? Eh? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, I don't actually. Chief, we already got an opening line with these limping ladies. We've all died at least once. They'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Wait, didn't you say before that I'm not dead? Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am. And from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with some of these fine sinewy cadavers I see here. Mortis starts clacking his teeth, as if in anticipation. course, the caretakers would have to part with them first, and that's not likely. Alright, I'll try and remember that. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with Death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. 1, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Ask her to speak. To a party member, select talk option. Yep. Alright, if I have any questions, I'll ask you. 2nd, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. If I had that journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Start a new one, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright. Couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one then. Use it to keep track of your movements if you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly, who I am. Use it to refresh your memory. Alright? I got it. Let's go.
Updated my journal.
Journal. Find Farad. From what Mortar read from the directions tattooed on my back, I need to find someone named Farad. I'm not certain where to start looking. Hopefully asking some of the locals in this strange place will allow me to track him down. Find your missing journal. From what Mortar read from the directions tattooed on my back, I was supposed to have a journal with me when I woke up in the mortuary. I better find it. Hopefully it can help me figure out what's going on. Right? Oh boy. Yeah, it just scrolls to the very bottom. Day 0, hour 9. I think this game has an obsession with the number 9. My original journal is gone missing, so I've started a new one. I woke up in a place called the mortuary. I don't know who I am, what I'm doing here, or even how I got here. The only person I encountered was a chattering skull called Morte. While he was checking my wounds, he discovered a set of directions tattooed on my back. I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of the stick wash. Yep, we just read this. Don't lose journal. Yep. Did I leave this message for myself? Looks like I'll need to find this Farad in my journal. Best beasts. Morte. Morte is a talking skull. His sole weapon seems to be his mouth, whether it be by taunting or biting. He seems to be along for the ride, whether you want him or not. You are somewhat curious as to how he is able to float around. Nameless one. You are nameless. You awoke on a slab in the mortuary in Sigil, covered in scars and tattoos. Your memory gone. Who has done this to you? Ugh. And why? You don't know yet. But you're going to find out. Zombie female. Yeah, I think this is the same description for both. Different pictures. Zombies are mindless corpses animated by necromancy. Like skeletons, zombies still have a great deal of flesh attached to their frame. And this is both an advantage and disadvantage. It makes them tougher and stronger than skeletons, but at the same time, rigor mortis hinders their movement, making them much slower than a normal human being. Although zombies move and attack very slowly, their great strength becomes apparent when they catch a target. Their blows are capable of killing a normal human being with a single punch. I was like, where's hit? But yeah, with a single punch. All right. Yeah. My brain. All right. Hey there, zombie lady. Let's chat. Zombie worker. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. Her skin is paper thin, almost wispy, like someone draped a sheet of cobwebs across her frame. The number 594 has been scratched onto her forehead with a charcoal pencil. So, doing anything later? The corpse continues to stare at you. Farewell then. Psst! See the way she was looking at me? Huh? See that? The way she was following the curve of my occipital bone? You mean the blank eyes beyond the grave stare? What? Are you blind? She was scouting me out. It was shameless the way she wanted me. Wanted you to go away, maybe. She was obviously too distracted by me to pay attention to some stupid bobbing head with a big mouth. I think you're imagining things. She's a zombie, a corpse, a dead person. You probably didn't even register to her senses. I think you and your imagination need some time away from each other. Yeah, whatever. When you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. They may be too subtle for you to pick up on, but that's why I'll be spending my nights with some luscious recently dead shit while you're standing around going, huh? What's going on? Where's my memories? Whatever, mortal, let's go. Zombie worker. The left side of this woman's face looks as if it was caved in with a club. Oh no. And her flesh sags in bruised, swollen clumps over her ruined skull. The number 626 has been stitched onto the corpse's right cheek just below the eye. Ew, nasty wound you got there. Corpse continues to stare at you with its own... with its one good eye. Well, sucks to be her. Bloodstains, rust, and other remains cover the surface of this metal slab. It is much larger than most of the other slabs and is sitting on a platform that allows it to be rotated. Same description. And another guy. This corpse is lumbering along a triangular path. Once it reaches one of the corners on the triangle, it pauses, then turns and staggers towards the next corner. It has 965 tattooed on the side of its skull. As you approach, it halts and stares at you. Huh. Looks like someone forgot to tell this sod to stop walking the rule of freeze. What do you mean? These corpses don't have much left in the attic, so they can't do more than one task at a time. When they're told to do something, they'll keep doing it until someone tells them to stop. This poor sod probably finished some task and they forgot to tell him. Said something about the rule of freeze. What did you mean by that?
Updated my journal.
Eh? Well, the rule of freeze is one of those laws about the planes, about things tending to happen in freeze, or everything's composed of free parts, or there's always free choices, and so on and so forth. You don't sound like you hold much faith in it. It's a load of wash, if you ask me. If you look for a number, any number, and try to attach some great meaning to it, you're going to find plenty of coincidences. I see. Before you said someone put this corpse to the task and forgot to tell them to stop. Who gives this corpse the task to do? Either one of the caretakers here, or else whatever necromancer raised them after the dead book. Probably one of the caretakers here. They're the ones who need the cheap labor after all. Understood. I wanted to examine this zombie a bit more. So, why are you walking in a triangle? The corpse stares at you blankly. Leave the corpse in peace. Yep. For now, we leave it alone. But I do know what happens with this guy. Later. Just need to figure it out. Need more clues. Nothing in here. Well, that's fantastic. Receiving room logbook. There you go. I think this might actually have the clue in it. Oh, there you go. This is what I was looking for. Ho ho, fist irons. Yeah, this is a fist weapon. Perfect. Fist irons. Damage 2 for crushing. Speed 1, weight 1. Efficiency fist. Not usable by mages. Screwed iron bar is designed to slip over the fist, with the thick portion resting in the palm and the iron ring facing outwards over the knuckles. While wearing these fist irons, a single punch can shatter someone's jaw. Well, many weapons in Torment do similar amounts of damage, but the type of damage each weapon does varies. Some creatures are vulnerable to certain types of damage than others. If your current weapon isn't doing much damage against the creature, chances are it is resistant. Switch off weapons and see which one works best. I think... Wait, can I guess I... Oh, so I can do this. Alright, interesting. Oh, so if I press in the... middle mouse... Alright. Also, let me check something. Let me just check something. Because I am wondering. I want to see something. There's enough space here. So scrolling looks fucking weird. Where was it? Gameplay. So if I put this... Huh? Done? Let's see. I think it will be the same. Yeah, it's even worse. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, it goes in slow motion. Oh, that's so weird. Nah, that looks weird. Yeah, nah, this is worse. Okay, nah, fuck that. No. Put this here. Perfectly fine. This will probably be just fine. Yeah, this is much nicer. But I won't put it on the highest. I mean, it starts with this option, so it's probably good. It's just a little bit weird on my monitor. I mean, where I'm playing, it's perfectly fine. But, yeah, on the display monitor for the stream, so the OBS, it's weird. It's very weird. Cough, cough. Cough, cough, he says. Yeah, but I do hope it's just my monitor, because a lot of games that I stream like tend to have those little stutters. Like even Dead Cells. Dead Cells is like always perfect. Looks perfect when I play it, when I stream it. Looks perfect for me. Looks perfect after like when I watch the VODs of it. And when I played it and asked it, people just said that it looks all fine. It plays fine. So it probably is, but when I stream the game and look over to the display monitor for the stream, to the OBS screen, it like always looks a little bit jittery, even though it's displaying fine on the stream. So it's probably good right now with the stream. It probably looks good. It's just the display monitor for the OBS screen. So I should stop worrying, but you know, I want it to be nice quality. But since probably no one is currently like either watching right now or not talkative, in a talkative mood, I cannot confirm or deny my kind of worry, even though I'm not worried. It's just then I have to just, you know, start it again and adjust the options. But I guess I will just keep playing and I will see how everything turned out after the fact. But it's probably fine. It's always been fine so far. If not, then I fix it. So sorry to, like, you know, troubleshoot. Basically troubleshoot. Ah, there you go. Okay, that's it. Sorry to troubleshoot. No. Don't attack. Just wanted to change the weapon. Guard. Really? Huh. That is also an option. Oh, but what if I... So it says F1... I have 4 slots and guard is F5. So what if I... Oops. If I... F1, F2... Does it change it? No, it doesn't. It's still on the fists. But why does it say... Wait... Huh. But... Does it work by... Wait. So it's F1. No. It's all good. Okay, so if I press F3... Nope, it doesn't change. Okay, so why even... I can only do it here, yeah. But I still... It's like, it makes no sense, because... It's weird, because I would use it without clicking here. I would just press F1, F3, F2, 1, 3, 4. But it doesn't select anything when I press it, like, without selecting it. So, at that point, why not just pause, bring up the menu, and select what I want? So I don't even know why this is here. Like, I can press F1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when I open this by clicking it. So see, it's weird. I don't get it. It's like useless. It's like I already committed to pressing this. It's weird. It's weird. I don't... this one I don't get. I don't get the point. I don't get the point of it. Alright. Weirdness. Alright. Let's look around. Yeah, hopefully everything plays fine. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it should. Yeah. Yeah. My monitor that I'm playing on, it usually keeps track of like the current frame rate, so it's around 65, 68, from between 68 and 80. It's not stable, but it like doesn't look jittery. It just, you know, it just plays like an old game. Yeah, but when I switched to the 30, it was like slow motion. It never was that slow before, even in the older version. So I guess I don't know what they wanted to imitate with that option. You will need a key. All right. So no, nothing here yet. I do like this. How it it zooms out. I don't like the pop. Press party. Spellbook. Huh. Alright. Receiving room. Alright. Oh wait, I can do this. There you go, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. So, what else can I do here? This corpse is shuffling from slab to slab, bandaging the corpses lying there. The number 396 is carved into his left temple and his lips are stitched closed. You notice the corpse is carrying a roll of bandages and the bandages look usable. Mind if I borrow these bandages? Corpse continues to stare at you. Try to take the bandages from the zombie. You snake your hand out and take the roll of bandages from the corpse's hand. The corpse doesn't even seem to notice. It continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies. Examine the corpse again. Sorry about taking those bandages from me. It's just that I need them more than the bodies here. Yep. Bye. Bye, Mr. Corpse. Alright. What else? This guy? The number 1201 has been inked on the forehead of this corpse, and ink has run down its eyes, cheeks, and jaw. As you follow the ink tears down the corpse's face, you notice it has run into the stitching, sealing the corpse's lips, and has caught on what looks like the corner of a note stuck in the corpse's mouth. Try and pull the note out. The note has mingled with the ichor in the zombie's mouth. If you try to pull the paper out through the cross stitches, it will tear the paper to shreds. Hacking up the corpse to get at it looks like it will destroy the note. You will need to find a delicate way to remove the stitches before removing the note. Use the scalpel to cut through the stitches. You deftly slice through the stitches, sealing the corpse's mouth, and the jaw sags open. You carefully pull the note from the corpse's mouth. Despite the condition of the paper, the writing on it still appears to be legible. Read notes, books. Just open them in the inventory. Examine the corpse again. Sorry about slicing those stitches. I just had to see what was in your mouth. The corpse's milky white eyes stare at you vacantly. Alrighty then. Note from the corpse of number 1201. Weight is 0. Well, at least it's not a weighty note. This is a foul-smelling note retrieved from the mouth of one of the mortuary zombies. It looks like it was sewn into the corpse's mouth by accident. Despite its condition, the writing is legible. Please, to whatever dustman reads this, I beg of you. I know of my legal obligation under the terms of the death contract, but I am prepared to offer more than my signing fee if you will cremate my body rather than raising it. I have arranged for this note to be left with my body upon my death. If you are reading this, then please use this note as instructed and accept the result in exchange for my contracted duty. Let my contract number serve as the key. It looks like the corpse was too late to prevent the raising, but you notice that beneath the writing is a diagram. It looks like directions for folding the parchment into a strange pattern. Yeah, this is fun. I do remember this. Oh, the designation number. Yeah, that's the clue, yeah. This foul-smelling note has a strange-looking diagram inscribed beneath the writing. It looks as if it's instructing you to fold the corners of the notes so their points touch the sender. There is a series of strange marks on each corner, one mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 marks on the lower left, and no marks on the upper left. Okay, so 1 mark on the upper right, yeah? Fold the upper right into the center. You fold the corner inwards so its point touches the center. Then fold the lower right into the center. This is 1, 2, 0, 1. You fold the corner inwards so its point touches the center. Then fold the upper left into the center. As you fold the upper left inward to the center, you watch as the upper right unfolds by itself, resuming its normal position. So, fold the upper right back into the center. As you fold the upper right in the corner back to the center, the lower left corner mirrors the action. Until all the corners touch in the center, you watch for a moment, and the corners of the paper raise up, turning the note into a small four-sided paper pyramid. Open the sides of the pyramid. You peel back the sides of the pyramid, and the paper disintegrates to dust. Inside is a small triangle-shaped earring. It catches the light and gleams brightly. Take the triangle earring. Yep. Like I said, very fun. Triangle earring. You receive this small earring from folding a note in the mouth of one of the walking corpses in the mortuary. It's a beautiful earring, but despite its beauty, all it seems to do is remind you how strange this world you've woken up in. But some items are magical, but require that they be identified before they can be used. If you cannot determine what an item is at first glance, then you may need to take it to someone with a higher lore skill than you or your party members. How would you like to identify? Yeah, I cannot do it because, you know, I am not as knowledgeable about this. So we'll just hold on to it. But, receiving room logbook. Wait 2. Alright, this huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in a tight, crabbed script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being embalmed or cremated. The records... Failed at English again. Alright. From the top. The records. Yeah, this is why... Okay, so just a mini rant. This is what makes, you know, English, I think, is not a difficult language. The difficulty comes from the pronunciation. So, the records... So this is like referring to, in this context, in this sentence, records is how you need to pronounce it because it references or it means an actual like physical records, like papers or whatever that were written down. But if you record something like audio or a video or whatever, you say record. He records his actions or he records his voice on tape, right? So it's weird. It's the same word, it's the same spelling, but you pronounce it differently depending on where the word is used. So that's what makes English fucking confusing and fucking annoying, and that's what I hate about English. There you go. Skill issue, I know, but I don't care. It's still fucking annoying, and I feel sorry for anyone, or sorry, as the Canadians would say, just to do that. Even though I think it's cute. I think it sounds cute when they say sorry. But it's like, once again, it's like someone trying to learn English, and they try to learn it, and they come across something like this, and then, you know, native English speakers will be like, oh, like, that's not how you say that word. Of course that's not how you say that word, but how the fuck would they know? If they don't hear, like, the different, like, you know, pronunciations depending on the circumstances where you use that word, of course they're gonna fuck it up. It's not their fault, they're trying to learn. So please, anyone who is not a native English speaker, please don't make fun of them. I know most English speakers are not dickheads, but some are, and that's not good. Just don't do that. It just makes me a little bit annoyed how inconsistent the English language is with the pronunciation. All right, mini rant over, even though it was way too fucking long. But yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so the records. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms, contact the scribe on duty, and notify him that the contracted shell is to be raised. Be certain that the shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions before being sent to the preparation rooms. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labor and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. Also, I hope you don't mind, but sometimes I lean back, and because, this is mouse and keyboard stuff, you might hear me readjusting myself in my chair and hear some weird clicking noises, so sorry about that. That might be my chair. Very sorry about that. It'd be like that. I just needed to find a good place for the mic to kind of sound right, while also minimizing the annoying aspects of, some recording of sounds. But yeah, alright, back to it. The faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. The shell's possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalog all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the book, however, you notice the last page has been cut out. Yes, we need to find that page. So this was the boy with the bandages. Then one of them was the boy with the note. Yeah, this was the note guy. This is a lady. This female corpse is making the rounds from slab to slab in the room. Her hair is knotted into a long braid and looped around her neck like a noose. Someone has stenciled the number 1096 onto her forehead, and her lips have been stitched closed. Nice braid. The corpse does not respond. You doubt it even knows you are there. Well, farewell then. Another lady. The smell of formaldehyde emanating from this corpse is particularly strong. It smells like it was applied recently, and with good reason. This corpse appears to be in an advanced stage of decay. Her jaw is missing, and some of the flesh has slid off her skull, revealing the number 1072 chiseled into the bone. I think this one's seen better days. The corpse does not respond to your voice. The fact that it has no jaw may have something to do with it. Either that, or it simply has nothing to say. Nothing here. Alright. But, let's talk to this gentleman here first. Because he will have much to say, I think. Doll. This scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal grey eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. Breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak with the scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling your bone box with Dusty should be the last thing. Before Morty can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down, and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the bet. Before Morty can finish, the scribe's grey eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, restless one. He places down his quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless one, do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one. No more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment, for you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question, and the wrong question as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am dull. And I still need to learn to read. Blech. My brain just goes... Sorry about that. Learn to read with me. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, doll.
Updated my journal.
Very well. What did you wish to know? Well, let's go in order. What is this place? You are in the mortuary, restless one. Again you have come. Yes, you have again come. Before he can finish, Doll breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and his breathing resumes his ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart to the shadow of this life. Shadow of this life. Yes, a shadow. You see, restless one, this life is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows, flickering of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die, and here we remain, trapped, aged, until we can achieve the true death. True death. True death is non-existence. State devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion. Dull coughs, then gives a ragged breath, a state of purity. Sounds like oblivion. Why would anyone want that? Is it worse than remaining in the shadow of what life once was? I think not. I see, I had some other questions. How did I get here? Dahl snorts in contempt, as if he finds the memory repugnant. Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary, restless one. You would think you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. I arrived here on a cart?
Updated my journal.
Yes. Your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Dahl breaks into another violent fit of coughing, finally catching his breath minutes later. Your seneschal, Farad, was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Doesn't sound like you like Farad much. There are some I respect, restless one. Dahl takes a ragged breath and steadies himself. Farad is not one of them. He wears his ill repute like a badge of honor and takes liberties with the possessions of the dead. He is a knight of the post, cross-trading filth of the lowest sort. Knight of the post? A knight of the post, Dahl coughs, a thief. All Farad brings to our walls comes stripped of a little less of their dignity than they possessed in life. Farad takes whatever he may pry from their stiffening fingers. Did this Farad take anything from me? Dahl pauses, considering. Most likely. Are you missing anything? Especially anything of value? His voice dips as he frowns. Not that Farad would take exception to anything that wasn't physically grafted to your body, and sometimes, even that's not enough. Give you his greedy mind pause. I am missing a journal. Journal? If it was of any value, then it is likely it lies in Farad's hands. Where can I find this Farad? If events persist as they have, restless one, you have a much greater chance of Farad finding you and bringing you to us again, before you find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. A slight warning creeps into Dahl's tone. Do not seek out Farad, restless one. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again, with you none the wiser and Farad a few coppers richer. Accept death, restless one. Do not perpetuate your circle of misery. I have to find him. You know where he is.
Updated my journal.
Dahl is silent for a moment. When he finally speaks, he seems to do so reluctantly. I do not know under which gutter stone Farad layers at the moment, but I imagine that he can be found somewhere beyond the mortuary gates in the hive. Perhaps someone there will know where you can find him. Can you tell me more about the mortuary? This is where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead, those who have left the shadow of life and walked the path of true death. Dahl's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Dustmen. We dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life, evade the next life, and help others on their journey. Perhaps you can explain why the dustmen want me dead. Dahl sighs. It is said there are souls who can never attain the true death. Death has forsaken them, and their names shall never be penned in the dead book. To awake from death as you have done suggests you are one of these souls. Your existence is unacceptable to our faction. Unacceptable? That doesn't sound like it leaves me in a good position. You must understand. Your existence is a blasphemy to them. Many of our faction would order you cremated if they were aware of your affliction. You're a dustman, but you don't seem to be in favor of killing me. Why not? Because forcing our beliefs upon you is not just. You must give up this shadow of life on your own, not because we forced you to. Dahl looks about to break into another coughing jag, but he manages to hold it in with some effort. As long as I remain at my post, I will protect your right to search for your own truth. What is your post? I am a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. Dahl coughs again, then takes a deep breath. As long as the stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. I see, I had some other questions. Do you know who I am?
Updated my journal.
I know scant little of you, Restless One. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you and who now lie in our keeping, Dahl sighs. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, Restless One. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own. There are others who have journeyed with me, and they are here?
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpse interred in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had traveled with you in the past. Dahl looks like he is about to start coughing again, then catches his breath. Am I mistaken? I know nothing about her. Dahl makes no response to this. He simply stares at you in silence. Where can I find her? The Northwest Memorial Hall on the floor below us. Check the beers there. Her name should be on one of the memorial plaques. Mayhap that will revive your memory. I don't know. I don't recall ever traveling with a woman. Makes no response. Alright. Before you said there were others interred here with who journeyed with me. Where are they? Doubtless there are, but I know not their names nor where they lie. One such as you has left the path many have walked, and few have survived. Dahl gestures around you. All that come here, some must have traveled with you once. I find no fault with your reasoning. I had some other questions. You sound ill. Are you not well? I am close now to the true death, Restless One. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. Dahl gives a ragged sigh. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. The eternal boundary. The boundary between the shadow of this life and the true death. I see, I had some other questions. What do you do here? I'm a scribe. We got this, but let's see, sound ill. Are you certain? There might be some way I could help you. I do not wish to live forever, nor live again, Restless One. I could not bear it. Very well, I had some other questions. Can you tell me how to get out of here? The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than dustmen pass. Dahl breaks into a ragged cough. One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it is unlikely he will open it for you unless you are extremely persuasive. Alright. I see, I had another question. I think I asked everything. Alright, nothing. Farewell, Dahl. As you turn to leave, Dahl speaks. Know this. I do not envy you, Restless One. To be reborn as you would be, a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point, your path will return you here. Dahl coughs, the sound rattling in his throat. It is the way of all things flesh and bone. Then perhaps we will meet again, Dahl. Yep. This walking corpse has the numbers 1094 carved into his forehead. Its mouth has been sewn tightly shut, and the chemical reek of fresh formaldehyde hangs in an overpowering cloud around it. Despite the pallid, sunken features and lifeless, milky eyes, it is clear this was once a handsome young man. So he found my corpse, I guess. For I have milky eyes. The last part here. This is not true. No, nor this. These were never true. But the milky eyes, oh yeah, they are very much true. That's why I read so bad. Because I can barely see. That's why I'm called fucking Farsi, because I can barely see. Makes sense, right? So, seen anything you... What a question! Guy has fucking milky eyes and this is... So, seen anything? Seen anything interesting going on? The corpse continues to stare at you. As best as he can. Alright. Well, that was enlightening. That was enlightening. But... So... Yes. If... Are you sure you want to... Or... What? What are you... I don't have any saves here. Oh. Okay, new save. There you go. Alright. Can I... Oh, I see. I can do that, or... Just put in my own mortuary. Enough. Right. Is that how you write it? Yep, that's it. Body. Perfect. Fine. Alright. Now it should... Calm down. Take a mortuary. There you go. Oh, that number is the actual time. A1. Let me grab a quick water. I'll be back. Pull my little nose. So on and so forth. I'll be back. Alright, give me one more minute. Yeah. Alright. Back to reading. I do love these kinds of like narrative-driven games. Also for this one, like most of it like is reading. Most of it is like reading. But I don't mind because the text is actually interesting. World building, everything is very, very interesting in this game. Has some very nice, thoughtful writing in it, which I like very much. But yeah, I want to actually finish it. And I might as well stream the whole process. Yeah, I'm just hoping that the footage will be fine. But if it's very jittery, but I hope it's not. I hope it's really just the OBS stuff. But I'll just shut up about it. But yeah, I will check it. If it's jittery or something, I will just try to figure out how it looks better. If it didn't, record or stream it correctly. But if it did, then it's GG. It's perfect. I'm happy. If it didn't, I'll just try it. Just start over when I fix the quality and then do it again, because I actually want it to look good. Even though there's not too much movement, because there's a bunch of reading, but whatever. Right. Shut up. Just keep playing. We'll see. We'll see. If Dead Cells was fine with all the movement, even though the OBS showed it to be jittery, but it's always fine, then this is probably also fine. We'll see. Yeah. So, zombie worker. This huge corpse, even though it looks like the other ones, but whatever. Description. I also kind of like this because, you can clearly see that it's the same exact model for the male zombies, but the description will do a lot of heavy lifting. But it's basically like reading a book for most of the time, and then you basically just walk from page to page. And I kind of like that. I kind of miss this, because there is still some stuff like this. Like the one that I tried that was kind of trying to be similar to this. At least some people called it like a spiritual successor to this. There was another game, I just can't remember the name of it now. Wait, maybe I have it on my shelf or something. But yeah, maybe I actually bought it for like PlayStation 4. Yeah, I don't have it on PC. I just had it on my PlayStation 4. Yeah, let me check that quick. Sorry, this will be this kind of stream here, where I basically read a bunch, enjoy the writing and such. Hope you do as well. But also, I will have a bunch of like stuff that I get reminded of and talk about. So I hope you don't mind that. I will get a little bit rambly sometimes, but let me check what that was. Yeah, this was it. Okay, I did remember correctly. I did have this. Oh, it even has a map. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have this. Day 1 edition it was. I see. So it was Day 1 edition. Also never finished this, but this is also interesting. This was actually supposed to be like the actual like spiritual successor to this game, because it's actually called Torment: Tides of Numenera. It's very weird, but it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, the other one that people like to point to as a spiritual successor in like writing or whatever to this game, to Planescape Torment, is Disco Elysium, which I tried. I tried and tried and tried, but oh boy, I could not get into it. Because one, the writing is there. It's very flowery, and it's very like, there's a bunch of text, but there's a bunch of text in here as well. But this one, I don't know. This one speaks better to me, even though this is like, fantasy and whatever. And that one is like, like a made up, still a made up world, but more like down to earth. There's some like possibly like fantastical elements in it, but they are like, more low key, just fine. But the text, how it was done. So here, the text is here in the middle. It's a little box, but it's center. It's center. What I didn't like about how it was done in Disco Elysium, it started to hurt my brain and my eyes. It might be just a me problem, but let's see, how was it? It was either to the left or to the right, but the text box was, you know, so this, like a phone screen basically. So this is basically like a phone screen laid to its side, right? So if you would stand this up, it would go like this, like the slab, yeah. So it would be like the slab here. So this box, the text box, was like this. So standing up like a phone screen, and it was, yeah, I think it was to the right. I think it was to the right. Yeah, I think it was to the right. Yeah, it was to the right. So your eyes are naturally, usually when you read, you know, depending on what kind of language it is, because, you know, in some languages, like in what is it, in like Japanese, I think, right? They read from right to left, but whatever it is, you still, even if you read from right to left or from left to right, you usually have the text in the middle. Even if you are holding a book, you can shift the book in your hand a little bit to the side. If you're like reading the left page, you shift the book a little bit to the left, or sorry, to the right, so you can read the left page better. So it's center in your vision. Because you will use your eyes to scroll through the lines with your eyes from left to right. But if it's not in the middle, it will be here, so you will either have to turn your head all the time, or you will not turn your head because there's a picture in here when you're playing Disco Elysium, but there's not much going on there, so you might as well just look here. Sometimes there's stuff happening after certain dialogue choices, but if you look over here, you have to read here, and it's cramped like this. It's cramped like this. So it's cramped very, you know, here you have a bunch of space because it's laid, the text box is on its side, you have this much space. But in that one, space is this much. It's this wide because it's standing straight up, like vertically. It's a vertical text box. It's okay, that's the word I was looking at. So this is a horizontal text box. You have a bunch of space, reading naturally from left to right, and it's in the center of the screen. That one is the Disco Elysium one is a vertical text box like this slab here. This is like a phone screen to the right of your screen. So you have to turn your vision, turn your eyes, and always keep it here, and you are basically reading in a very small space. So your eyes are basically not resetting to, you know, left, right, left, right, left, right. Here it's like left, right, left, right, left, left, left. It's such a small little movement that your eyes begin to strain. Or, once again, it just might be the skill issue with my eyes, but I found it very unbearable after a certain part. And also, then there comes the issue that it's so much fucking text, it's so much fucking talking, it's almost as much talking as I do right now. So I'm just gonna stop, but I will leave it at that. So I tried that game, it was like, this is not for me. Even though music is great, I love the music, it's very atmospheric, it's very good. The location itself, like the city, it looks beautiful. It has that watercolor style of painting quality to it. It looks great. Characters are fun looking, but I don't know, man. It's just doing the basic thing, which is mostly reading, and done in that way that it strains my eyes. It's like, nah, chief, this is not for me. This is much more my style. Just put it in the center, please. Just put it in the center and leave room for the text. Even if it's not the biggest, you can still nicely read it. And also, it's not too much text at once. You read a little bit. Even there, I think, yeah, it was probably done like that. So it was not too much text at once. But you also had, like, most of the time you had, like, 6, 8, or, I don't know, a bunch of choices. And then it shed out a bunch more text. It's like, oh man, my eyes begin to like strain. Like after an hour, it's like, oh, this shouldn't be happening. Yeah, once again, might be just my skill issue. Either way, back to this. So, zombie worker. This huge corpse is standing silently in a corner of the room, facing the wall. He looks to have been A heavy-set man in his early years, and judging by the condition of the body, he died only recently. The freshly stitched number on his forehead reads 1664. The corpse looks like it is serving as a librarian, for it is carrying a huge stack of books in its arms. Examine the books. The books appear to be old mortuary ledgers, but none of them are of any particular interest. As you search through the texts, however, you notice a loose page folded between two of the books. You are suddenly struck with the feeling that someone tucked it there to hide it. Take the page. Nameless one, take the page. The page doesn't look like it belongs with the ledgers. It looks like it belongs in a logbook you just found long ago. The tear is clean, as if with a knife, so you suspect the page was removed on purpose. Read through it. You take a moment to read through the page. It's a list of dead bodies brought to the mortuary and logged in the receiving room. All the entries appear to be recent arrival. Okay. I'm in the books again. Books appear to be all... do another search for the text, but you find nothing more. So how did you come to be a librarian? All the other jobs taken? The corpse stares blankly at the wall. Leave the corpse in peace. Alright. So the page. Receiving log page. Weight 0. This ragged page looks like it was cut neatly out of a book. It is written in a tight, crabbed script. 16537, 5th night drunk. Chest wound. Cause of death, mauling, Abishai. Collector, pox. 3 common spade, no possessions. 16538, 5th night. Desiccated corpse. Cause of death, indeterminable. Age of shell prevents identification. Collector, Farad. 3 common spade, no possessions. Stripped. Knife marks evident from dissection. 16539, 5th night. Scarred shell. Cause of death indeterminable. Scars do not appear to be cause of death. Shock trauma. Collector, Farad, 3 commons. Possessions logged. Fist irons, 13 commons. Middle table, receiving room. 16540. 5th night. Desiccated corpse number 2. Cause of death indeterminable. Age of shell prevents identification. Collector, Farad. 3 common spade. Possessions logged. Knife. Oh, possessions logged. Knife marks evident from dissection, but the dissection was not thorough enough. Copper earring found lodged in abdomen. Earring has been locked in southeast preparation room. Have an initiate from the third circle examine it. It has strange markings like those on contracted worker 79. Number 79. 16541. 5th night skeleton. Cause of death indeterminable. Age of shell prevents identification. Rector Farad. 3 common spade. No possessions. Stripped. Knife marks evident from dissection. So the little star, or asterisk, right? That's how they call it, the asterisk. As with the previous entries, these shells Farad has brought also shown signs of having been prepared. I have asked that Initiate Emmerich launch an investigation into the matter. Furthermore, entry 16542 is one of Farad's gang. I have seen the individual before. I would ask Emmerich to pay heed to how the man died. 16542, 5th night, thief male. Cause of death, slash marks, discoloration of wounds are consistent with grave rot, ghoul claws. Collector, Farad, 3 common spade, no possessions. Stripped, knife marks evident from the dissection. So, number 79, you can find him. We'll be able to do something with him. Also, we need a little key first, I think. Lady here, Ivy. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Nothing. I guess... Do I just not have to... Wait. I remember, in the original version at least, I remember some tables, you know, like drawers, being locked that you have to either have the key for, lockpick them, I think, or bash them open, which I don't see currently. So far I have been able to open everything, they just have nothing in them. But I might be misremembering where those lockers are. These barrels contain a murky liquid. It smells like a cross between vinegar and formaldehyde. Well, that sounds lovely. This corpse, 985, has stopped dead in its tracks. Judging from the condition of its left leg, it looks like... it looks as if some sort of tomb rot or corpse mold has eaten through its knee. The corpse is wobbling unsteadily back and forth, trying to keep its balance. Try to help the corpse balance. You reach out for the corpse's left arm to help steady it. As you grab its arm, however, the corpse suddenly sways to the right, and you end up tugging the corpse rather than steadying it. Oops. Chief, you might not... There's a crack from the corpse's left leg, and the body falls like a dead tree. Its torso strikes the stone flagstones and shatters like a rotten melon. Filth and ichor gurgling from the cavity. Is it ichor or ichor? I never know how to pronounce it. Filth and ichor? Is it ichor or ichor? I always thought this was ichor. Well, let's say ichor, I guess. Ichor. Filth and ichor, gurgling from the cavity. To your surprise, no one seems to have noticed the corpse's collapse. And even stranger, the left leg remains standing where the body was, as if at attention. After a moment, the leg falls over with a wet thump. As you gaze upon the putrefied remains of the corpse, you notice that its left arm seems intact. It has snapped from the torso during the fall, and it doesn't appear to have been touched by the tomb rot that had spread through the rest of the body. I wonder if I could make use of that arm. Yep, it's a funny weapon. Left arm. Yep, lucky left arm. Corpse limb. Number 905. Oh, sorry, 985. Can't read, but... Damage 1, 6 crushing. Proficiency clubs not usable by mages. Speed 4, weight 3. This arm snapped clean off corpse number 985 when it accidentally toppled. As much as the corpse's knee was rotted clean through, it looks like the combination of thick applications of embalming fluid and rigor mortis has made this arm almost as hard as wood. If you needed to, you could either use it to shake someone's hand from a distance or use it to bash their skull in. Yes. And it appears as a club. And this doesn't appear because it's a fist weapon. 4 crushing, speed 1. Speed 1, 1 free piercing. Crushing 1 6. Right? It's perfectly fine. For now, I think. Alright. So that was that. Another corpse on a stone slab. There is no indication what the body died of. No old guy. This heavily stitched corpse is shuffling lazily back and forth between two slabs. The number 506 has been stitched on its forehead and the side of its neck and its right arm. In fact, the skin of this peeling corpse has been sewn up with so many stitches, its skin looks like a bizarre street map. Examine the stitches. The stitches encircle the corpse, running from its arms across its chest, up its neck, and into the damp mass of white hair. As you follow the crossroads of stitches, you notice someone has jammed a needle into the corpse's forehead. The needle is attached to a thread stitching up the side of the skull. You could probably unravel it if you had something to cut the thread. Cut the stitches with your scalpel, then pull out the needle and thread. You slice the thread neatly with the scalpel, then pluck out the needle and pull the stitches out. As you do, the skin covering the forehead peels back to reveal the corpse's chalk-white skull, where to your surprise the number 78 has been chiseled. Seems you got two different designations there, corpse. The corpse traced straight ahead, oblivious. Right, well. Yeah, but this will be better later, I think. Because we will need this guy later. The eyes of this corpse are set close together and the eyeballs themselves are slightly askew. One faces to the left and the other to the right. You can barely make out the number 257 traced into its bruised forehead. It looks like the corpse has taken several blows to the head, making the number difficult to read. Don't you get dizzy with your eyeballs facing like that? There is no flicker of understanding in the corpse's eyes. They stare silently off to the left and right. Leave the corpse in peace, as we should. Let's see what this is. I think I checked all of these, right? Yep. Open this. Can. Alright. But let's talk to this nice lady here. Irene? You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with the finger. Greetings. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives removing organs. What's wrong with your hands? The woman makes no response.
Updated my journal.
She's a tiefling chief. They got fiend blood in their veins, usually cause some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Makes some of them addled in the head, and addle looking too. Tap the woman, get her attention. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are rotting yellow, with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees you, her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at you. Greetings? She doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting as if she can't quite make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. You! She clacks her taloned fingers together, then makes a strange motion with her hands. Find Fred and embalming juice. Bring here. To Irene. Go! 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 You have been assigned a quest. Okay.
Updated my journal.
We do have it. I just got it, so yeah, there you go. See Irene, she's still dissecting the corpse's chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons reminds you of something, but you can't quite recall what. Watch her study the motions of her hands.
Updated my journal.
Ooh. As you study the motion of Irene's hands, you feel a prickling along your scalp, and then suddenly you find your vision swing blurring until you are standing in front of the freshly slain corpse. Rigor mortis making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 has been stitched onto its scalp. The zombie is lying on a slab and you have just finished stitching up its chest. You have placed something inside. Something that may prove useful if you come this way again. Echo. Keep this thing safe and wait for my return. The memory of your voice is an echo, strange and hollow to your ears. Cross your arms in front of your chest, and to your surprise the corpse does too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its sides, and as it does, the vision fades, until you are watching Irene's hands make their stitching motion once more. To gain the memory, memories can give you additional experience points, skills, and may even lead you to gaining something else of value later on. Tap her, get her attention. She turns, sees you, then frowns. Some fizz. She clicks her taloned fingers together impatiently, then makes a stitching motion with her fingers. Find Fred and the embalming fluid. Bring here to Irene. Go, go, go. I mean, I did. Oh, embalming fluid. Right, I'm dumb. I need the embalming fluid. I already have the needle here. I need the embalming fluid. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. And this guy is a little bit darker colored for a zombie. He's a bit more dark green than the others. To make a circle? We did. I think these are maybe the locked ones. This is not locked. This one? There you go, embalming fluid. Perfect, we got that. Looks, yep. This rotting corpse is riddled with tubes. A yellow liquid is cycling through the tubes into a strange machine. The machine is making clicking noises like an insect. Let's see. Nothing here. Stairs up. Let's see, so... Stairs up, down. Southeast preparation room. Can't read. Can go into the center, I think, right? Yeah, this is just a big hole. Oh, there you go. Container is locked. So we can bash that open. Okay, there you go. This was the lock container.
Forced it.
Forced it. Oh, ancient copper earring. It's the closed earring. This is an interesting one again. Ancient copper earring closed. Weight 0, unusable closed. This copper earring looks ancient. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching it to here. A series of strange grooves have been carved on the side of the earring, however, which might merit a closer examination. Yeah, this is relating to the... This one. Certain. This was the cutout page. Okay. Copper earring. There you go. Contracted worker 79. I only found 78 so far. Need a 79. What's this? We need a key. Can go up. This guy. Shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. The number 821 is carved onto his forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. So, seen anything interesting going on? As you address the zombie, it blinks in surprise. What? You're not a zombie, who are you?
Updated my journal.
The zombie is trying to respond behind stitched lips. He has a peculiar, half-frightened, half-angry expression. Who are you? What do you want? Let's see, what do I want? I'm asking questions here, zombie. Tell me who you are, or I'll make the disguise a reality. The zombie doesn't seem to have heard you. He looks you up and down for a moment, then frowns. What you do here? His eyes narrow suspiciously. You spy on Dustish? I'm not a spy. I got sealed in here by accident. Can you help me out? I'm trying to escape. Yes, I'm spying on the Dusties. He studies you more intently. You spy? You which cell? Cell? Mortar breaks in, whispering, by the powers. This Burke's an anarchist. Posing as a zombie got to be the first for those adults sought. Anarchist?
Updated my journal.
Anarchist, their faction. Mortar looks like he's about to let loose a torrent of insults, then notices the zombie staring at you both, listening intently. They want to liberate everyone from the chains of government. Tear down the old, establish a new order with no order at all. Truth or lie? Alright. Truth. That seems like a noble pursuit. Order could use a good tearing down every once in a while. Lie. That seems like a noble pursuit. Any anarchist dedicated to such a lofty goal is definitely a friend of mine. Yeah. The zombie nods at this, and you think you detect him puffing up a little in pride behind the zombie disguise. So what are you doing here? Me spy and Rusty say what I see, nothing more. But have you seen the Dustmen do? Nothing. They do nothing. Can't find nothing. Sorry about that, bumped the mic. Dead. Dead. Just dead people. Dusties do nothing. Eyes narrowing conviction. Still I watch. I see. There was something else I wanted to ask you. How did you get to look like that? Me good at the scars. Me also got scars. Me over lots of embalming fluid. Me make good zombie. The zombie giggles through stitched lips, then taps his head. Dusty stupid. Yeah, they're the stupid ones, alright. The sarcasm is evidently lost on the zombie who nods eagerly. Stupid Dusties, me make good zombie. Doesn't that hurt? He looks at you. He looks at your scars. I ask you same question. Me it not hurt much. Claps his chest. Me tough. Alright, something else I wanted to know. He looks you up and down with a strange expression. You big good zombie. I could make you a zombie. Good disguise. Why not? Why not? I already feel like one of the Walking Dead. He looks you up and down for a few moments, mumbling to himself, then nods. Mini jar of embalming fluid. Points at the scars on your chest and some needle and thread. Okay, so yeah, I can either give it to this guy or Irene. Some embalming fluid and some thread. I'll go see if I can find some. But no, I wanna give it to Irene instead. I still also might be able to find some more. Yeah, but this is also like a health recovery item. Embalming fluid special, +2 8 to hit points, +1 to armor class. Usable only by the Nameless One and Morta. This is a sealed jar of embalming fluid. It is used as a preservative for dead bodies. As an added benefit, the smell of the fluid is more than sufficient to mask the smell of any rotting bodies it is used on. Effects are temporary. Needle and thread. 6 hit points. This is a spool of thread and a small bone needle. They look like they're used for stitching up wounds in living or dead bodies. So this can be used on anyone. But let's give it to the nice lady. Irene, she's still dissecting the corpse's chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons reminds you of something, but you can't quite recall what. Tap her. Give her thread and embalming fluid.
Updated my journal.
Without missing a beat, Irene snaps the thread from your hands and hooks it around one of her talons, then begins sewing up the corpse's chest. She then takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer to the corpse. Wait. With the minute she is finished, she clicks her talons, then turns to face you. To your surprise, she extends her hand and drags her talons along your arms and chest. It's not that I'm not flattered, but looks like you have a new friend, Chief. You two need some time together or keep playing zombie. As she traces your arms and chest, you suddenly notice she seems to be examining your scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest. Who write on you? Ivers do that? No respect for zombfish. Zombfish, not paintings? She sniffs, then pokes one of your scars. This one, bad shape, many scars, no preserves. Wait. Her talons suddenly hook into the thread you brought her, and lightning-like, she jabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but looks like she's about to start stitching you up. At her work.
Updated my journal.
Oh, +1 HP. +1 max HP even. The sensation is curiously painless as Irene begins to stitch up your scars. When she is done, she sniffs you, frowns, then stabs her fingers into the embalming fluid. The minute she has dabbed your body with the fluid, and strangely enough, it makes you feel better. At her work. This may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. Irene puts the last touches on your body, gives you another sniff, nods, then makes a shooing motion with her talons. Done. Go, go. Thank you. We got max HP. Well, that's nice. Alright, so I think we should look around on the other floors. So we said that the lady who is like interred here is below us. The gate looks sealed shut. There's no lock or other means of opening it. Alright. Yeah, what else did we have? I don't think we can open this, but let's look anyway. Yeah, you will need a key. Okay. So here. Just there was a way to follow the characters. I don't know how. Because I think you can focus on them. Lock view on character. There you go. That's how you do it. Lock view on character. Interesting. It actually looks better now on my OBS screen, which is weird. Huh. Weird.
Done.
Here. Take that off. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I see. We have a nice little fade to black. That's some loud ass fire. Right, I can save, I think. Yep. Overwrite this file. Alright, let's look around. This is the crematorium, I think, because of the roaring fire. Charcoal charm, yeah, that protects you against fire, I think I remember that. Oh, also, we cannot get noticed by the dusties. Junk, I don't need that. It's not good if we get noticed by the dusties. Skeleton worker. Oh, there you go. The skeleton number 748, according to number chiseled above its brow, is odd only in that some of its teeth appear to be false ones made of reddish-brown stone. They're clearly not valuable, however, its caretakers would have otherwise removed them. I have to ask, why the smock? I mean, it's not like you have anything to be modest about. The skeleton makes no reply. Great talking to you, Bones. Stay healthy. Wonder if this Greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Greybeard? Well, I don't think... Oh, sorry. Greybeard. You know, geezer, old feller, yellow dog. Old yeller. Well, I don't think he's in any position to object. Why not take his body? Mortis studies the skeleton for a moment, then shakes his head. Nah, I need a fresher one than this, and something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. Alright then, let's go. Oh there, hold. No, I won't. I won't hold. I won't hold for no one. This container is locked. Well?
Forced it.
There you go. Open. Oh, bunch of money. There you go. Oh, I do remember the clock charm. Yeah, I do remember some stuff. Embalming charm, Messer. Mortuary task list. Okay. Let's see, mortuary task list. Right? Someone has penned a series of tasks in red ink on the scrap of parchment. I would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily at the end of each work shift when the new initiates come on duty. You have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor as of late, and I fear the embalming enchantments initially used on the corpses may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they have collapsed, then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation rooms and free up more contracted workers for other duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shells are to be raised and be made to resume their duties. I may have included spare embalming charms within the shelves for the initiates on duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or applications of embalming fluid. So that is more lore. Let's see. There's a red zombie. Okay. Let's see this guy. Skeleton worker. This skeleton has either seen a great deal of combat or has fallen down one too many staircases. Both its arms and legs have been broken and rebuilt with the aid of leather straps and thin iron rods. The front of its skull bears the number 863, but the back of the skull has caved in, forming an empty cavity. You notice that someone has taken advantage of this and tucked a rolled up piece of parchment inside the skull. Take the parchment out of the skeleton's skull. You slip the parchment out of the worker's skull. Oddly enough, it looks like as if the skull cavity is intended to store messages. A tiny string is attached to the parchment from a hook bolted inside the skull, as if to keep the parchment from accidentally falling out. Unhook the string, take the parchment. You unhook the string, and glance over the parchment. It looks like a reminder from one of the mortuary custodians. Judging from the note, the skeleton seems to be a walking messenger of sorts. As you take a second glance at the skeleton, you realize it has stopped in front of the slab because it can't figure out how to move past it. Examine the skeleton again. I have to ask, are those broken bones from combat or from falling down? Skeleton makes no reply. Great talking to you, Bones. Stay healthy. Let's see. Mortuary reminder message. This rolled up piece of parchment appears to be some sort of message the skeleton in the mortuary was supposed to deliver. This is the third and last request for the pry bar. If it has been misplaced, tell me. I shall go to the hive market and purchase another. I have no objection to maintaining the contracted workers, but I've been trying to repair the skeletons, and the bolts are wedged in so tight I can't get them out. Also, some of the locks on the storage cabinets on the third floor have become stuck again due to the heat, and I need the pry bar to snap them open as well. If the pry bar is indeed lost, I will see about procuring the services of a locksmith and having the cabinet locks replaced. Your aid in this matter will be appreciated. An unreadable signature has been scrawled beneath the message. There we can get a pry bar. Crowbar. The number 1146 is carved into the forehead of this walking corpse. Its lips are sewn together with coarse black thread. The entire body is covered in horrible scars, worse even than your own, as if its owner had been burned to death. Its nose, ears, and several digits are missing, presumably charred away in some long ago conflagration. As you block its path to get its attention, it stops and gazes at you with vacant eyes. So, seeing anything interesting going on? The corpse continues to stare at you with the corpse in place. You there. Well, I might be here. Oops. Well, guess what, fucker? I'm running away from you. No, I'm not, no, I'm not holding. Nope. Keep running. I don't care. Keep running. I don't care. Keep running. His corpse's slightly misshapen head appears to be held together by a number of narrow metal bands bolted directly onto the skull. A rusting iron plate over its left eye has the number 475 etched into it. Its mouth is bolted shut and it reeks of embalming fluid. Seen anything interesting? Nope. Alright. Going. Oh, nope. I'm not gonna hold. Leave me alone. Ah, there you go, 42. The skeleton stirs to face you. 42 has been chiseled into its forehead, and the number of its bones, mostly the jaws and the joints, have been bound with leather straps. A black smock is draped over its body. I think this is the corpse I had the memory about. At the sound of your voice, the skeleton suddenly straightens up. It crosses its arms over its chest, and its fingers hook into its ribcage. Cross your arms over your chest. In response, the skeleton drops its arms to its sides. The leather cords securing the skeleton's torso snap, and the ribcage folds outward like a pair of double doors. Reach into the ribcage, feel around. To your surprise, your hand vanishes as you reach inside the ribcage. You have a strange feeling that it's somewhere else. As you reach inside the ribcage, your hand bumps against an invisible object. It's about the size of a fist and seems to be attached to the skeleton's spine. Take the item out. Aw, poor little guy. As you pull the item out, the skeleton suddenly disintegrates, and the iron bolts securing its joints clatter to the floor. Whatever this item was, it seems to have been the only thing holding it together. Examine the item. It looks like an unremarkable lump of iron. You can't imagine why someone would hide it inside the ribcage of a skeleton. Examine the piece of iron. As you place both your hands on the lump of iron to examine it, there is a sss, and the metal evaporates, leaving behind a strange dagger, a handful of coins wrapped in a dirty cloth, and 2 bloody teardrops. These look like they were inside the lump of iron. Take the items and leave. And a wooden club. Yeah, green steel knife. Not usable by priests. Efficiency edged, speed 1, damage 1-4 piercing. This razor sharp knife has been forged out of the faint Batorian green steel, found only in the wastelands of Avernus. This peculiar green still can't read. This peculiar green ore Can be tempered into metal much lighter than normal steel. In addition, green steel weapons tend to retain their remarkably fine edges and are capable of dealing out more damage than their standard counterparts. So it's cool. Nope, not gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to the zombie. The numbers 613 are cut deeply into this plodding corpse's forehead, but an inch of shredded, leathery skin separates the 1 and the 3. Looking closely, you can barely make out the 2 carved there. But I guess there's nothing else. But we can go in here. Yeah, we can. There's a bunch of little guys in here. That's cute. Okay. Nothing? Oh, there you go. There's my pry bar. Dustman request. Container is locked. Force it. No, no. You don't have to force it, Morte. Already done it. Oh, look at that. Nice. Alright, now let's see. Dustman request. A note written on a scrap of dry parchment. Told you there was gonna be a lot of reading, but it's at least interesting reading. Or at least I like to read these. Like I said, I like and even love the writing in this game, especially later on. But this is already like nicely written, nicely written flavor text with nice little clues and such. I love this kind of thing. Note written on a scrap of dry parchment. Contact the necromancer responsible for raising contractual worker 42. I know he's examined the skeleton before, but I am certain the initial raising of the body was warped. Worker still responds to commands, but when it has completed the task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern as it did before. Dahl recently informed me that Worker 42 exhibited that same walking pattern when it was a zombie decades ago. There may be a soul echo in the marrow, or the skeleton's age may have caused the magic animating him to decay. One of the initiates suggested it may be following an order issued by a higher-ranking dustman in the past, but I have found no records of such an order. Whatever the reason for his behavior, the matter is to be resolved or the worker replaced. Found him just in time then. But yeah. I can carry 200 LB. I'm at 15 currently, so that's why the weight is... And yet I am carrying junk. Because why not? The corpse's meaty head was clearly severed at some point and hastily sewn back on. Several different sets of stitching, all in various states of unraveling, seem to indicate, 79, that the head is constantly being knocked back off and reattached during the course of its work. A number, 79, has been cut into its temple, circumscribed, alright, by a fanged circle that appears to have been branded on its forehead. Anything lately? But this is... There you go. Now I can examine it. Okay, so that was the problem. I actually need to click on that. Alright, examine the Fang Circle. That's important. Fang Circle looks like it was branded on the corpse's forehead long ago, presumably before it died. It might be a religious icon of some sort, or a rite of passage. You notice that one of the recesses between the inner fangs is a small triangle within it, as if it has some special significance. I wonder if the space within the fangs has the grooves on this copper earring I have.
Updated my journal.
The corpse makes no reply. It looks like it is too far gone to answer any of your questions. Leave the corpse in peace. Yep. So now, I can do this. This copper earring looks extremely old. It looks like it was meant to be worn, but there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching it to your ear. There is a series of strange grooves on the inside of the earring, however. Insert your fingernail into the notch that makes where that matches where the triangle was pointing and the fang circle you saw on the zombie number 79's forehead. You hook your fingernail into the third groove from the top and press it inwards. As you do, there is a click and the top of the earring snaps open. Not only can you wear the earring now, it also looks like there's a secret compartment inside the earring. Shake the earring, see if anything comes out. You shake the earring, but nothing comes out. Whatever was hidden in the earring is gone now. Discovering the latch on the earring will now allow you to wear it. In addition, the secret compartment may make the earring more valuable to merchants. Put the earring away. Don't think it gives anything. It's just a hollow earring. We have to identify this. I cannot. Has to wait. Lady zombie. This looks like to be a corpse of a well-aged, even ancient woman. Aside from the embalming fluid sting, the stitches sealing her mouth, and the number 679 stitched onto her right cheek is likely... She looks only slightly different now than she did in her final years. Is doing anything later? Alright, bye. The animated skeleton smells horrible, as if it had been only freshly stripped and prepared. Its jaw and major joints are tightly bound with leather straps, and the rough smock has been thrown over it. The number 1221 has been chiseled into its forehead. Let's see. Pardon me, have you seen any skeletons walking around here? Very funny. Why the smock? How about this skeleton, Morty? Will it do as a body? I need something fresher. Dude! It was just described. Where is it? As if it had only been freshly stripped and prepared. Morty, how picky can you be, my dude? This one's all creaky and fractured. You are all creaky and fractured. And you're not? Oh, you're a sack full of laughs. Morty glares at you. Besides, you're one to talk, Burke. Mirrors back for mercy when you're around. Oh yeah, at least I have all of my parts. Morty snorts. You're not quite sure how we managed it without lungs. Let me tell you, Morty. There's nothing more satisfying than walking around, swinging your arms, breathing a crisp air through your lungs. It's great to have a body. I'll have you know that helping you escape the preparation room has now been added to my growing list of regrets. Morty snorts again. I should have let you rot. Some more, that is. How do you feel that way? Let's go. At least that was funny. Alright. Examine the skeleton carefully. Someone has taken care to bind the bones of the skeleton with leather straps. Woven around the body in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons, the straps are secured to metal bolts punched into the skeleton's joints. The skeleton looks like that it has seen a great deal of service. Many of its bones are chipped, and its numerous fractures are bound with sealant and foul-smelling glues. Try and pry out the skeleton joint bolts. Whoa, Chief, that's vandalism. Those bolts are probably the only thing holding that bag of bones together. Necromancy only goes so far with these old fellas, you know. I didn't want to cause any permanent damage. Oh, it's not a problem. Morty does a strange bobbing motion that you think might be a shrug. Just wasn't sure if you knew that or not. By all means, go ahead. Try and pry out the skeleton's joint bolts. Using your pry bar, you read the bolts from the skeleton's joints. The skeleton collapses, some of its bones still twitching. Sorry about that, Bones. So what do you have? A club. Inventory is full. Really? Well, no. There you go. You can sell all this. Why not? Iron spike? Where did I find that? What's that about? Oh, wait. Oh, you're right. This. Wait. Oh, I have to click twice. I see. Yeah. Yep. It's here. Yeah, I mean, I could also just do this. Let Morty carry some of my shit. Don't have to carry everything. Iron spike. This is a crude iron spike covered with rust. If necessary, you could use it as a dagger. Let's put scalpel. I'll keep the scalpel. Leather strap. Huh, this is a leather strap used to bind the skeleton worker's bones. Although the strap is frayed along the edges, it still looks pretty strong. Can I use this as armor or something? I guess not. I guess not. Wait, what? Oh, that's selected. Let's do a little organization here, because I do like that. I don't like everything being like willy-nilly. What? Oh, I cancelled. I'm dumb. Oh, can't use this. Doesn't matter. Mortis bites. That's his weapon. Yeah. Damage. 1 free piercing. Speed 1. Proficiency. Proficiency in quotation mark. Fists. Don't ask. Mortis bite is lethal and he can masticate someone to death. As long as his quick weapon slots are not all filled, Morty can always select Bite as his current weapon. Morty's Bite is his default attack. Although the amount of damage he can do with his Bite is relatively small, it allows him to attack quickly, which can infuriate any mage who's trying to cast a spell. That sounds wonderful. Rags. Right, what other crap can I give him? There we go. Can carry this weapon, why not? Gonna use that right now. This in. I can use this, but I can give it here. Carry it around. Charm and such. Alright, perfectly fine. There you go. How much can he carry? 90. Okay, so he cannot carry much. It's just enough. Give me my junk. Give me my junk. I need my junk. Give me my junk. Give me my junk. What the hell are you doing there? Order. Alright. There are still some... so I cannot do this. Then what was... This was about the pry bar. This was about the... Yeah, pry bar again. How was this? Contracted workers. Yeah, this is about doing their fucking job. 42. I just checked 42. Got the dagger and such. This was about 79, right? This was the ring, so I identified that. Alright, let's see. See what this guy is about. Numbers. Here, alright, let's see. Go in here? Yes, I can. Let's see this. Nope. We don't need the key. Oh, there you go. Sanctum key. Haha. Sanctum. Sanctum. Can't talk, can't read. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. What's your sanctum key? Is it sanctum? Why do I keep saying sanctum? Sanctum. 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 Alright. So mortuary. Okay. Yeah, that's what. Okay. That's why I keep saying sanctum. That's what. Okay. Because you don't say mortuary. You say mortuary, right? You say mortuary. But for sanctum. You say sanctum, not sanctum. I guess because there is an A after you in mortuary. Almost said mortuary. God damn it, the fucking pronunciation gets me all the time. Alright, it is what it is. Let's not go into this again. This heavy key is a strange fusion of bone and an unidentifiable blood red metal. Its jagged C-shaped head looks like it's ready to clamp down on whoever holds it. This key is used to open the inner gates in the mortuary. In some cases, the key will vanish after it is used. This is done when the key is no longer needed and frees up your inventory slots for other more important items. Which is a great thing. Which is a very great thing, but we can still open a bunch of other doors. So, might as well do that. Oh, hammer. Is this better? Speed 6. Seems like very fucking slow. This is a heavy work hammer. It has a long handle, a metal head that looks like it could shape steel and crush skulls with ease. Sounds promising, but it's very... It seems very, very... Very heavy. Very heavy, which I don't want to deal with. Because I want my character to be fast, and I want him to basically punch everybody in the face. And there's a guy here. Dustman. What else did I not open? Yeah, these were all opened, and there should still be some closed doors, maybe? And some zombies and skeletons that I haven't talked to. There you go. The skeleton seems particularly old. Leather straps binding it together cracked and worn. The word repent has been carefully engraved into its forehead with some amount of skill. A rougher hand later chiseled 996 onto the both of its temples. How about this skeleton mortar? We'll do it as a body. Alright, then let's go. Nope, let's not go. I need to do something. Examine the skeletons carefully. Someone has taken care to bind the bones of this skeleton with leather straps. Blah, 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 blah. I think this is the same description as the other one. Another club. This. Needle and thread. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to you. I just want to talk to the zombie. Do their hold. This corpse's slightly misshapen head appears to be held together by a number of narrow metal bands bolted directly onto the skull. A rusting iron plate over its left eye has the number 475 etched into it. Its mouth is bolted shut and reeks of embalming fluid. Yep. Leave in peace. Nope, don't want to talk to you. Sorry, don't want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to you. Needle and thread, yep. Nothing. Alright. Can I talk to this lady? Despite this corpse's dry, leathery skin, it's clear this was once a beautiful woman of middle years. Whoever prepared the corpse seemed to take pity on her, sewing her bow lips shut with small, neat stitches and tattooing the number 832 upon her forehead in elegant script. So doing anything later? Very well then. This one? This reanimated corpse has had its lips sewn together and the numbers 310 carved into its brow. The smell of formaldehyde permeates the area around it. It turns its lifeless eyes upon you as you move to bar its path. Nothing. Alright. You, hold there. Nope, I won't. You just noticed me. What a dummy. Wait. A walkable path. Wait, I can go in there? Doesn't seem like a good idea. It's a crematorium, right? Yeah, this was the Three Stooges. Have I talked to this little guy? I have, right? 613, yep. The guy. Okay, let's run in here quickly. No. I don't want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to you. Go down the stairs. Mortuary second floor. So back where we started. So there was the guy who was walking in like the triangle. You can do something with that.
Right.
Just don't quite remember what it was.
What's the word, Chief?
Done.
Done. So still have that key, right? There were locked doors. I need to open. I think now I can do it with this key, right? There you go, this one. I open this. Let's come here, boys. Guy with the disguise. Yep. Can go down. Mortuary first floor. This doddering corpse has had its eyes sewn shut as well as its mouth. Number 732 is carved into his brow. The fretwork that keeps its ocular cavity sealed looks extremely old. You wonder if the eyes were sewn shut before or after the man's death. You notice he is carrying a huge tome in his hands as if taking it somewhere. Take the tome from his hands carefully. You carefully take the tome from the corpse's hands. It doesn't seem to notice. The tome appears to be a book of enchantments and wards. It is filled with diagrams and charts detailing various aspects of the necromantic arts. The book itself is extremely heavy. As awkward as the zombie is, it must be extremely strong. Examine the corpse again. Sorry about taking that book from you. It just looked too interesting to pass up. Just keep staring. Keep staring like a good boy. This looks like a large tomb. The marble surface gives it a rather elegant look. This metallic blue tapestry... Oh, sorry, these metallic blue tapestries are made of thin chain links. Looks cool. Oh, look at that. It's a big boy. And another big boy. There's so many big boys. There's a number of big boys. And I do remember that you can use... Oh, that's cool. No, I'm not gonna hold. Nope, I'm still not gonna hold. Screw you. I'm not gonna hold. I mean, we can also just leave by the main entrance, by the way, if you want. Come back here. There, alright. Any other locked doors that I forgot about? I don't know. I don't know. Right? Oops. Where is it? Oh. This leads up. Third floor. Are there any closed doors here? Don't quite remember. See, I think I opened everything. Yeah, because that was the door that led down. That's where I came up initially. Checked everything else, I think. Right, so let's just go back down. Then let's go down again. Then no, I'm not gonna hold. I'm not gonna. I'm gone. Yeah, very much correct. I'm gone. I don't wanna go there yet because I think I know what happens there. So first, I wanna look at the big skeletons. Nope. What is this? Door is locked. You will need a key. I see. I still have the other key. Don't want to talk to you. No. Still don't want to talk to you. Still don't want to talk to you. Four or three skeletons. I think that there's 4 skeletons. All right, 4 big skeletons. 4 big boys. All right. So let's see. Let's do a save. Oh, I cannot save it this time. Oh, because they're following me? Really? That's cool. Oh, I cannot save. Oh, really? That's interesting. Oh. Here can I... Oh, nope. No. Don't want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to you. Don't care. Don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to this boy. You see a male corpse with the number 331 chiseled into his skull. His eyes and lips are stitched closed, and there's a gaping hole torn in his throat. He smells foul. Oh, it's not his fault. There was another zombie here besides this guy who wants to talk to me? Because this boy wants to talk to me, I just know it. I say it in his vacant eyes. This reanimated male corpse has the numbers 1041 carved into its forehead. Despite its taut, desiccated flesh, it is apparent that its features once had a rather exotic cast to them. The zombie's lips have been stitched closed, most likely to prevent it from moaning incessantly, and it smells strongly of formaldehyde. Nope. Don't want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to you. I'm in a hurry. Goodbye. Nope. Don't want to talk to you. No. Sorry about that, but don't want to talk to you. Not yet. Alright, let's talk to this lady. This woman's corpse pauses and is trudging about as you approach. You notice the number 114 is carved into her forehead. Her mouth has been sewn shut, but the threading is slowly coming loose and faint moans issue from between her lips. Doing anything later? Not much. Alright. That's sad. Alright, let's go back to this room. And let's look at the book. Picked up. Which is this. This is the big book. Put this here. This here. All the clubs. Oh. I'll those later. Leather straps. Don't need those here. Alright. Iron spike again. Yeah, these won't. Like. Got it. Also can put this here until then because it's still not identified. Okay. So let's see. Tome of Bone and Ash. Yeah, that's very heavy. This worn leather-bound tome lists diagrams and charts detailing several minor wards and enchantments. There are numerous drawings of skeletons, bones, and the manner by which they may be preserved over time. Of particular interest is the section regarding guardians. Apparently, the dustmen animate corpses of fallen giants to serve as guardians for the mortuary. To make them even deadlier, armoring enchantments are woven into their breastplates to help shield them from attacks. The book is much too complex for you to absorb all at once, but it looks as if you could refer to certain sections when the need arises. Yeah. Before you is a giant skeleton in ornate bronze armor. The armor has been bolted onto the skeleton's frame, and a series of elaborate symbols have been carved across the breastplate. You wonder where the skeleton came from. You weren't aware they made humans in this size. The huge blade in its hands looks like it weighs as much as a wagon cart. Mind if I hold that blade for a second? You must be getting tired of holding it. How long have you been standing here? Long time? Examine the giant skeleton. How about this skeleton, Mortar? Will it do it? Will it do as a body? Mortar grins. Is that a yes or... Oh, sorry. Mortar floats up to the head of the skeleton, stares at it, then floats back down, studying the armor and the blade as he descends. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. I think this will do. Alright. Alright then, give me a second to pry the head off this thing. As you are about to do so, you suddenly stop, and your eyes are drawn to the skeleton's armor. Something about the symbols engraved on its breastplate make you pause. If the skeletons are guardians, then disturbing them may awaken them. Examine the giant skeleton carefully. The skeleton's intricate bronze armor is riveted onto its ribcage and shoulder blades with a series of iron bolts. As you study the frame behind the armor, you notice the same iron bolts are set into the skeleton's shoulder, elbow, pelvic, and knee joints. Massive thick leather cords and heavy knotted ropes run along the length of the skeleton's arms and legs, woven in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. Examine armor. Despite the armor's obvious age, it looks well cared for. It shines brightly, and the symbols engraved on the breastplate seem to flow in the firelight, shifting slightly whenever you try to focus on them. Study the symbols. Almost unconsciously, you let your gaze relax as you look at the symbols. After a moment, the symbols cease shifting and resolve into a trail of runes that run up and down the breastplate. Strangely enough, the interlocking patterns of runes reminds you of chains, and with that thought, you suddenly recall that these runes are some sort of warding enchantment. Study the runes, try and recall the enchantment. You study the runes for a while, but you can't decipher the enchantment. It looks pretty complicated, and you're having a hard time concentrating. Why is there a big space here? Compare the runes to the runes in the Book of Tome and Ash. You consult the tome and compare the diagrams to the markings on the breastplate. From what you can make out, the runes are a lesser armoring enchantment, but several skull-shaped runes and spherical tracings along the edges of the armor suggest that several greater necromantic and warding enchantments are woven in as well. Touching the skeleton will most likely cause it to awaken and defend itself. Consult the Tome of Bone and Ash, see if you can determine how they can be broken. From what you can make out from the tome, it seems the armoring enchantment applies only to the breastplate. The necromantic enchantment allows the skeleton to be raised, but it is the warding enchantment that gives the skeleton its limited awareness of its surroundings. You'd guess that if you were to mar the skeleton's wards, it would be interpreted as an attack, unless you blinded it to your presence first. So the warding. You have to start with the warding. Mar the runes maintaining the armoring enchantment first, then the necromantic, then the warding enchantment. No. Mar the runes maintaining the warding enchantment first, then work backwards through the rune pattern, cancelling the necromantic, then the armoring enchantment. The work is difficult and nerve-wracking at first, but slowly your mind begins to focus, and the runes begin to unravel beneath your attack. Within minutes, the giant skeleton has been stripped of the enchantments binding it. It collapses, falling to the floor with a crash of bones and a heavy clanging noise. Damn pile of bones. You wait for a moment, but no one responds to the sound. Moving quickly, you sift through the skeleton's parts on the floor. Most of it is too heavy or too old to be useful, but you discover a piece of the skeleton's breastplate with the majority of one of the broken enchantments engraved on it. You have a feeling that it could prove useful. I'll just stake it then. I think should have this Rune of Lesser Warding, but I think we cannot use it because we are not smart enough for this. Rune of Lesser Warding invokes armor, teaches user armor. Oh, it actually teaches you. That's cool. Level 1 wizard. Range 0, duration until destroyed by damage, speed 1. Oh, so once you use it, it actually teaches you the spell, which is pretty cool. Area of effect, 1 creature, saving throw none, weight 5, or usable only by mages. I see. On closer examination of the runes covering the surface of this breastplate, you think you might be able to unlock the rune's power and use it to invoke a primitive warding enchantment similar to the one that protected the giant skeleton. Activating the rune will destroy the breastplate, however. Yep. Yoki! Oh, you can still carry stuff. He's a good boy. And you can do the same thing to the other ones. See if you can dispel. Searching the wrong portion could cause the skeleton to animate. You have to do the same thing again. Yep, that's it. 10 pile of bones. And we get a bunch of experience for it, so I might as well just do this. Another one. Rune of Lesser Warding. It's again armor. These are the same. There should also be another one. I don't think I ever was able to get a body for Morte when I played this. Might be a way, I don't know. Try to pry the bolt securing the skeleton's armor. That's probably a very bad idea. Harder runes. Enchantment. Let's do this again. Let's see what we got this time. Spelling the enchantment is easier this time. Around the runes quickly, unravel beneath your attack. For the minutes, giant skeleton has been tripped. Remembering what happened to the first, you catch the skeleton before it falls, and with the grunt, slowly lower it to the ground. Let's see what we got this time. Quickly rummage through the skeleton's remains, and once again, uncover a piece of the skeleton's breastplate. Like the first, this one also has a fragment of its broken enchantment engraved on it. It could prove useful.
I feel stronger.
Level up. I feel stronger. Rune of armor. It's something different now. On closer examination of this breastplate, you realize you didn't mark the warding rune beyond recognition. In fact, unlike the other breastplates, this spell that maintained the integrity of the giant skeleton is mostly intact. So much so you could either cast the runes as a spell or copy them into a spell book and keep it as part of your arsenal. Either casting or copying the spell would destroy the breastplate. Let's see. Oh, nameless one. Saving throws have improved, fighting skills have improved, 1 characteristic point gained, plus 10 hit points gained. That's cool. Skills. Oh, I can put 1 point. Let's see. Huh? Their armor class, which is good, I think. Yeah. Exceptional dexterity, plus 2 bonus to your armor class. Yep. 8 now. I'll happily accept. Yep. I am true neutral still. Perfectly fine. Alright. 1 more skeleton. More giant skeleton. Well, let's do this again. Because I won't be able to use these for Morte, the body, I think. But I don't even care. He's funnier as a floating skull anyway. Skeleton's breastplate. Harder runes. Yep. Description. Remove XP. I'll just take it as. And Morte leveled up. Well, what do you know? Oh, totally worth it. Ooh, so lesser, then rune of armor, then rune of warding, greater warding. On closer examination, rune's power using primitive warding enchantment. Right, but I can't use these because none of us are a mage. So, what was it? Oh, level up, right. Petrify polymorph. Saving throw. Interesting. Saving throws have improved, fighting skills have improved, 9 hit points gained, 2 hit points gained from constitution bonus. Oh, that's cool. Alright. I don't think I can give him... I cannot give him any points, yeah. Alright. Still good. Where can I save here? Can I figure out the triangle, though? Yeah, this was the book. This was the book zombie. There was someone there, so I don't want to talk to them because they will get angry that I am walking them out because I'm not supposed to do that. Because I'm supposed to be like a good little corpse lying on the slab. Where can I use that key though then? Because I cannot use it on this. Yep, need a key. Okay. Central chamber, yeah, that's where the big skeletons were. Eh. Any other zombies? I don't think so, right? Can I save here? I can! Right, might as well save. Save. Please. Good. Right. Take a quick pee. Alright. Let's see. Let's go back. Oops. Back to... This goes upstairs. This is the lowest floor. This is where you can actually exit. But... where is it? Here?
Done.
Somewhere there was that little guy who was going in the triangle. Which part was that though? Was it? There is a little guy that goes around in the triangle. Is that this guy? Books again. The librarian guy. That's not it. Where Irene was? None of these guys are moving around, right? Weird-eyed guy. Is this the... This is the... See the false zombie. You're amazed that the man's disguise. His breathing is so subdued you can barely see it. Where was the triangle guy? Because oh, there you go. This is what I need to open. Ho ho. You. Now I can open this. Did the key disappear? No, it didn't. It didn't yet. There's something here though. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. 2 extra bandages. Alright. Give this to Morta. Here. This here. Give this to Morta. I cannot stack these. That sucks. Alright. There's a lady here. Especially ghastly looking female corpse is missing its ears, nose and lips. In order to in order to sew her jaw closed, whoever prepared her head to draw the skin especially tied around her mouth, you can still see a line of crooked yellow teeth through the open slit that remains. The number 891 has been carved into the flesh of her brow. I think, nope, she's not. Not doing anything. Okay. He disappeared? Not yet. What other door can I open? Also, where in the world Carmen San Diego is one question. Then the other question is, where in the world is my triangle zombie? It's not a lady zombie. Still a lady zombie. Nasty wound you got there. Nothing to comment, I guess. Alright. Is this the triangle guy? Yes, it is. Yeah, we got this. Triangle. Because I can do something with this guy. I just don't know what. Okay. But at least now I know where he is. Alright. So add note. Right here. Triangle guy. There you go. Triangle guy. You have triangle guy here. I think I actually solved that before. I don't know how. This is the bandage zombie. This is Doll. His braid. Else. Looted everything here. Slicing those stitches. Don't care. They just don't care because they're zombies. This one's the better days. Farewell. Can I ask Doll something? Anything interesting? Nope. Doll. Doll glances up as you approach. So you have returned. Doll takes a rasping breath, then breaks into a violent coughing spell. After a moment it subsides and he returns to his raspy breathing. Breathing's again restless one. Show more. Did you know there's someone disguised as a zombie in the eastern chambers? Doll stares at you. Are you certain? Yes, it's a good disguise.
Updated my journal.
Doll breaks into another fit of coughing. After a minute or two, he catches his breath enough to speak. I shall inform the guards at once. Thank you. I had some other questions. Can you tell me how to get out of here? You sound ill. What do you do here? Nothing else. Alright. Yep. We had this conversation already. Once again, and then... Right? Anything else? Maybe I just talk to Morta. Do that. Whoops. Not like that.
I'm gone.
Gone. Yeah, with him.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
What's eating you, Chief? We're the caretakers of this place again. They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
That's it on my back. Serious. Last chance.
Hey,
Yep.
what's eating you, Chief?
Bandages. Nothing else. Alright. Alright, let's see. The crocodiles. Poor little guy with the crocodile. Triangle zombie. What the hell was his? 'Cause I know you can do something with. Don't quite remember now what. Oh wait. Maybe it was this guy. Wait. Greetings. Go away, git. I have some questions for you. You know someone named Farad? Farad? The zombie frowns briefly in thought. Me, here he live and hive somewhere. Shakes his head. Not nowhere. He frowns again. Dusty's very mad. That not like Farad. Why don't the dustmen like Farad?
Updated my journal.
He's a collector. Brings deaders to mortuaries, sells them to dustmen. Brings lot of deaders. Dusty's not know where he gets deaders. Think he's putting Burks in dead book. What? He's saying this Farad Burke has been selling a lot of deaders, corpses to the dustmen. That's what collectors do. They gather dead bodies and sell them to the dustmen. Sounds like this Farad has been selling so many deaders that the Dusties think he's been putting hivers in the dead book before their hour's up. You know, killing people. This Farad sounds like a saint. I may have some questions later. Don't go anywhere. There was something else I wanted to know. What you want to know? Missing a journal? Have you seen it? Don't know. Some Burke pill ya? What? He wants to know if somebody robbed you. Probably what happened. Yeah. Think about doll. Tribe shrugs. Old yellow. There's nothing more to be said, I suppose. I wanted to know something else. This guy's very helpful. Anything else? Can I escape from here? Zombie grunts. You can escape through portals. He waves his hands. Poof. Portals? What portals? Portals. Zombie waves around the area. Portals everywhere. Can you show me one of these portals? He's silent for a moment, then nods slightly as if understanding. Why should I help you? You look like someone who would much rather disguise themselves as a ghost than be one. That reason enough? He looks you up and down and is wondering if he can take you. Stares at your scars, then decides against it. You can escape through portals. Portals? Portals. Can you show me one of these portals? The zombie nods. You want out? Go to Ark on first floor, northwest room. You need finger bone, which I have. Shape of crook. He holds up his index finger and bend it into crook. When you have key, go to Ark. Jump to secret crypt and can escape from here. Secret escape route, he nods eagerly. Yeah, you can rush there. Arch on the first floor, northwest room. Alright, I'll go check it out.
Updated my journal.
Yeah. Can I solve the triangle guy? Because I should be able to somehow. There is something to do with him. Just don't know when. This was the big book guy. Yep.
Done.
Done. Maybe something up on the third floor?
Done.
I might have not checked everything here. Examine the skeleton carefully. Yeah, let's take... Using your prime... Sorry about that, Bones. He just has a club again. Alright, well... You know what to do, Morta. You. Carry my shit. You. He's almost full, alright. Let's see. Do their hold. Let's not go in there. That's a little bit hot. The air roaring from the mouth of this immense furnace is incredibly hot. Walking even a few steps past the archway would certainly cause your hair and flesh to burst into flame. Well, that just sounds lovely. But I still want to avoid that, I think. Alright. Let's see, who else can I rip apart? Like this guy. Right then, he doesn't want it, but... Examine the skeleton carefully. Try the... Anything else? No, just... Once again, just a club. They do like clubbing. Oh wait, he's too far away. Oh, come on. I mean, it makes sense. And it does make sense. That's a lot of clubs. Nothing else about this guy, but... There was something about that guy. Or maybe he's just like an oddity to tell you about the rule of threes. I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to be sure. I want to be sure. This guy, I think I already dissected that guy, so like bolts and everything ripped apart. Good. Let's see what else. In these two. I think I can just leave. I can just go to the lowest floor, then we can find a nice little exit. So let's just do that. Nope, I'm not gonna hold. Bye bye. Then more floor down. Yep. Good. Then we. Nope, I'm not gonna hold. I'm not gonna hold. I'm gonna go here. I have business here. And we will find interesting encounter. Interesting music. The plaque on this beer says, "Here lies Dayonara." Whoa! She materialized. Whoa! You see a strikingly beautiful ghostly form before you. Her arms are crossed and her eyes are closed. She has long, flowing hair, and her gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. As you watch, she stirs slightly and her eyes flicker. Greetings?
You. What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you, my love.
Her eyes slowly open and she blinks in confusion for a moment, as if uncertain where she is. She looks around slowly, then sees you. Her tranquil face suddenly twists into a snarl. You! What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you. First, rubs your hips. His hips! My love. Who are you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? Ghost stretches out her arms. Think. Her voice becomes desperate again. The name, Dayonara, must evoke some memory within you. No, I'm sorry. My memories are lost to me. Then it is as I feared. I am truly lost to you, and what was once an inconvenience for you now have the excuse to discard me as you have my memory. Inconvenience? Discard you? I do not know you, spirit. My memories are no more. Tell me, who are you? What do you know of me? If discard you I have done, Then it looks like I am forced to do so again. Farewell, spirit. I must leave Dayanara. Farewell. Let's figure this out. You are one both blessed and cursed, my love, and you are one who is never far from my thoughts and heart. Blessed and cursed, what do you mean? The nature of your curse should be apparent, my love. Look at you. She points at you. Death rejects you. Memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause and wonder why? I am still trying to get my bearings, actually. What else can you tell me about myself? I know that you once claimed you loved me and that you would love me until death claimed us both. I believe that. Never knowing the truth of who you were, what you were. What am I? I cannot. She suddenly freezes and she speaks slowly, carefully, as if her voice frightens her. The truth is this. You are one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given the knowing of all things mortal, and in your hand lies the spark of life and death. Those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. Dayanara speaks the words. A crawling sensation wells up in the back of your skull. You suddenly feel compelled to look at your hand. As you lift it up and look at it, you can see the blood coursing sluggishly through your arm, pouring into your muscles, and in turn giving strength to your bones.
Updated my journal.
1,000 experience. Whoa. And you know Dayanara is right. You suddenly remember how to coax the dimmest spark of life from a body and bring it forth. The thought both horrifies you and intrigues you. Note, you have remembered how to raise others from the dead. Really? I don't think I ever got this before. That's interesting. Alright. So I can resurrect, baby. Oh, you have remembered how to raise others from the dead. To access this ability, select the special abilities button in the quick menu. You can only use this on party members that have died in your presence. It will not work on anyone who does not travel with you. And it will not work on party members you remove from the party while they are dead. Well, better not do that then. I had other questions. What is it you wish to know? Who are you? So, first, some other questions. Can you tell me who I am? Same thing again. Can you tell me where I am? Where are you? Why you are here with me, my love? As in the times when life was something both of us shared. But now it is the eternal boundary that separates us. She talks about that too, alright. There are sounds sadden. It is a barrier of fear you shall never cross, my love. It is the barrier between your life and what remains of mine. I see. Perhaps you could answer some other questions. I need to escape this place. Can you help me? As you are about to ask Dayanara this question, it catches in your throat. It occurs to you. If you tell her you are looking for an escape route, she may feel you are abandoning her. If you are going to ask her how to leave, you'll need to be delicate about it. Dayanara, I am in danger. Can you guide me to a place of safety? I shall return as soon as I can speak to you again. In danger? Dayanara looks concerned. Of course, my love. I will aid you any way I can. Close her eyes for a moment and you watch an ethereal zephyr pass through her body, stirring her hair. After a moment, the zephyr dies and her eyes slowly open. Perhaps there is a way. Yes? I sense that this place holds many doors shrouded from mortal eyes. Perhaps you could use one of these portals as a means of escape. Portals? Portals are holes in existence, leading to destinations in the inner and outer planes. If you could find the proper key, you could escape through one of them. Key. Dayanara pauses for a moment as if attempting to remember. Portals will reveal themselves when you have the proper key. Unfortunately, these keys can be almost anything. An emotion, a piece of wood, a dagger of silvered glass, a scrap of cloth, a tune you hum to yourself. I fear that the dustmen are the only ones who would know the keys you could use to leave their halls, my love. I shall ask one of them. I had other questions. Nothing now, there, though I shall return. Farewell. Oh, the moment. I learned much when I traveled with you, my love. And what you have lost, I have retained. I have not divulged all that I know to you. My sight is clear, whilst you fumble in the darkness for a spark of thought. And what is it sight sees that I do not? Time itself relaxes its hold as the chill of oblivion slowly claims us, my love. Glimpses of things yet to come swarm across my vision. I see you, my love. I see you as you are now, and Dayanara grows quiet. Why are you suddenly silent? Has your ranting tired you? I have no interest in visions of the future. Farewell. What is it? What do you see? I see what lies ahead of you. Ahead for you. It ripples through the plains, stemming outward from this point. Shall I speak of what I see? Tell me. First I require promise. Promise you will return, that you will find some means to save me or join me. Alright. The price of such a promise is too high. Lie. I swear I will find some means to save you or join you. I will make no such promise, Spectre. Tease me not with the future. Speak your peace or begone. I will do what I can. Make vow. I swear I will find some means to save you or join you. Yeah, sure. Sure. Sounds like a great idea.
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the plains.
Hey there, Wilson. How you doing? I am doing fine. Kinda fine. I'm doing kinda fine. I've been reading a lot. Hope everything is okay with you. And since you're here, I can ask maybe a favor of you in a moment to tell me something, but first let me go through this. Wait for her to continue.
You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive and be immortal no longer.
Destroy what keeps me alive.
I know that you must die while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
I just want to ask you something about the stream itself, if it's displaying properly, because on my OBS screen it looks to be like stuttering, but I think it's just how the monitor behaves and how it displays in OBS. I think otherwise the stream should be fine. I just want to make sure if I have someone in chat that can confirm it for me. So I want to show you in a moment, and then you can tell me if it all looks good, but I think it should. It's just something that I was wondering about. So thank you in advance. But let me go through this first. Die while I still
Updated
can.
my journal.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. Countless deaths. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. Farewell, Dayanora.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
I'll wait for you in the death's halls, my love. She smiles, but there is only sadness in it. She closes her eyes, and with an ethereal whisper, she fades. You back with me, Chief? You kind of drifted out on me there. No, I'm fine. Do you know what... do you know who that spirit was? I'm alright. Let's move on. He doesn't see her. Spirit? The spectre I was talking to, the woman. You were rattling your bone box with some woman? Where? Mortal looks around. Excited. What did she look like? She was right on top of the beard. Didn't you see her? No. You just kind of drifted out for a bit there. Just stood there statue-like. I was a little worried you'd gone idled on me again. No, I'm fine, I think. Let's move on. Alright, so if I move around the camera like this on the screen where the stream is displaying, it's very jittery. On my screen it looks normal. So let's do this. How does it look when we run around? Does everything look nice? Does it look right or does it look wrong? Does it look... Oh! Portal opened and I got scared. That was loud. It's stuttering. How much is it stuttering? Because for me, on my normal monitor when I'm playing, it's all good. Oh man, it's stuttering. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I don't like that. Is it really stuttering that much? Man, that sucks though. Alright, let me try something then. So what if I put this here? Because it will look in slow motion, but I think it will... No, this is supposed to be like an enhanced version of the game. But it still can do that, I think. It stutters a lot. That's not good. Then I will have to figure this out and start again, I think. Or maybe just not stream it. Damn it. Man, that sucks. Okay, let's see. Still doing it. Yeah, okay, let's try something else. Let's try this. Let's try this, because I can still try this. But it does warn me here that if I put the frame rate higher, adjusting the frame rate of a footage may result in audio sync issues during cutscenes. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, how is it now? Is it smoother now? See. I think, let's see. Let's go back to the game. Yeah, let's go back to the game now. Seems very jittery. Let's see. Let's see this. Let's try this. I think it's just jittery. Yeah. Usually don't even mess around with that. Yeah. It's just this. It's supposed to be just this. Because for me it's all fine, but on the display it looks like ass. I think it has to be like... I think I have to do something with this to make it look better. Alright then. Full screen, hardware, move cursor. Try this. Alright, that's a window. I mean, I can only do this. This will still... I think this will still look like bad. Yeah, this still doesn't look good. The recording thing, it's not my end. Yeah, it must be something with the... Yeah, it must be something with the game, which is weird. Oh, that sucks. Well, now I want to stream something else, because I think it just must be this game then. Makes it hard to stream. Yeah. It was better in windowed mode. Interesting. But now it will just go back to being shit. Let's see. Move the camera a bit. Yeah, this will be bad. Now I just turned it back to full screen. I think it's just bad. Well, that makes me kind of sad. Maybe I have to set the game to like. Maybe I have to set it to like 60 FPS. In window mode? Well, let's try that. Where was it? Too bad that you can't do like... Yeah, it's the full screen. And too bad that you can only run it like this. And you can't, you know, you can't like borderless window it, I think. I will move cursor. What is this? Now we are in windowed mode. We are windowed mode. Okay, now let's try something else. Tablet interface. Enable DirectX rendering. Only use this if you have experience. Using the default. You must restart for changes to take effect. Dither always. No. And apply. Enabled. Back to full screen. Let's try that. Okay, now we are in full screen again. How is it now? Because now I went back to full screen. What I took out was this. Toggle mouse hardware cursor. When enabled, mouse performance is improved. When disabled, this option can resolve some compatibility issues. It might have been this. Now it's okay? Well, there you go. It was this shit. The hardware mouse cursor. It was the hardware mouse cursor, I think. That's what it was. Now it's okay. Okay, let's see what I'm using right now. Okay. So not here, but in the gameplay. So, oh, sorry, not gameplay. Damn. Where is it? Graphics full screen. Yes. So full screen. So the hardware mouse cursor has to be not ticked. So I have to turn this off. Full screen is turned down. Okay, move the camera a lot. All right, let's move the camera around a lot. It looks the same on my screen now. On the the OBS screen. So the recording screen is kind of matching up with my normal screen, I think. Yeah, I think this should be much smoother now. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this here. There we go. Oops. Yeah, it will focus on the current, not that yet. Here, I want to order them here, and then let's follow them around. No stutter. All right. So now it's fixed. It was the mouse cursor option. Then it was that. It was that. That was the problem, I think. I think that's what it did. That's what did it. I think that's what did it. Oh, yeah, right. I'm focused. Here. Right. Yeah. Even when I locked onto them like this, it stuttered. So now I think it's just smooth. Alright. Well, I really needed uses. Thank you. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. You actually saved the fucking stream of this game. Well, that's just wonderful. Yeah, let's chat with this. Yeah, I guess even this text scrolling was like what is it? Even the text scrolling was probably like bad then, right? All right. Well, I might have to just restart this then, because I want a clean recording of this, a clean video of this. So I think I will just restart the game normally and then do it. But now even the thing should be okay. Like with what is? Why are you not going there, sir? You not go down? There you go. Let's find a nice lady and talk to her again. This is all fine, because she does have a lot of text. If she appears, oh, there you go.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Yeah. So scrolling the text. Who are you? Memories are lost to me. Yep. It's all good now, alright.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
So I guess the real problem here was this option being turned on, the hardware mouse cursor. That's what was fucking with stuff. It kind of makes sense because you scroll around. So I guess that's it. So now it just should be good. Yeah, it just looks good, right? Whoa! Oops, I ran into this guy. Nothing, I was lost. Run for it. Whoa! Oh, how did this guy find me? Is that? Yeah, because the characters are animated at a lower frame rate. Yeah. Alright. Right. Quit the game. Okay. But now I think I want to do something. So how about the Abyss? There you go. Let's exit the game. I think I will just basically leave up this stream as, you know, but private it or something. I hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind, Mr. Wilson, because it will be at least a good reference to see that it was not good. But this will not be the part one for sure. I will just do another one nicely at a later date. Let's restart this game again. Let's see how it runs this time. Yeah. Incompatibility. Yeah, because the video should be fine and all that. So yeah. It's because of the frame rate stuff that you can. But yeah, it was the mouse option, I think, because nothing else needed to be changed now, I think. This is pre-rendered, of course, so I think this is like fine. But yeah. Yeah, because I don't want it to be like a stutter fest, so I will definitely restart it. I will definitely restart it. Like, do a new fresh playthrough. Thing like that happens, yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson. You actually fucking saved me today. But yeah, like I said, I think I will just make this into a... Yeah, this all plays fine now as well, I think. Yeah, seems fine on both monitors. Yep. Seems fine on both monitors. So yeah. It really was that just one single option that messed around, I think. But let's see. I think I will just delete the save. Let's try to just... Let's see, where is it? Resume live. Yeah. Oh, it just immediately... Alright, well we can just check it then. Okay, let's see, how does this run? How does this go? Cotton Eye Joe. Triangle guy is here. My favorite guy. Continue. What do you mean? Rules are free. This should all be fine, I think. Alright, come on, let's keep moving. Yeah, community do usually like patches stuff.
Done.
Alright, let's see. I think everything displays correctly now. Let's see our girlfriend here. Yep, appear please. There you go.
My love, you have returned to me.
Yeah, this...
See that your memories
Yeah,
have
this is all
returned.
fine. This is all fine
I
looking
shall
on...
wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Alright. So now... Good game. Good. Let's see. Select life. I can delete these. Yep. Delete that. Good. The new life. I just want to start from the beginning. Doesn't matter. Just want to start from the beginning. Just want to start and let's see how it plays.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties?
I think
You
this
were a deader for sure.
this all plays fine now, I think, yeah. Yep. Seems fine. Fine to me. Let's see. All goes fine. Yep. Got it. Yeah, all works fine, I think.
I'm gone.
Yep. It really was that dumb option, which was turned on by default. This shit was turned on by default. That's what's... No, thank you. I don't know what you... Helping you? Oh, you're sweet. Oh man. I help you practice English, really? Oh. Well, I didn't intend to, but I'm so glad that I could kind of help with that. But yeah, I am the one that should be thanking you so much to figure this out. But yeah, like I said, thank you so much, Wilson, for helping me figure this stuff out. Oh, I want to start again from the beginning, like normally. Yes, I will just... Well, I don't even need to private this. Why would I need to private this? It doesn't matter. No, I will just call this obsolete or something. Yeah, because this is like, yeah. This unfortunately didn't work. Yeah, we help each other. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think I will just restart this. I will call the stream here. And I wanted to stream something else today. I'm currently thinking about what to stream, because yeah, I could start this from the beginning. Now that I deleted the saves, it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, I just wanted, because it hasn't been cleaned and it was probably like looking like crap. So it's better to just restart fresh now that everything is set up. Yeah, now that everything is set up nicely, I just want to restart, because having all of this stutter, it makes it look so bad. Because you know, it's not just streams that I do these on YouTube so I can have, you know, like a library of the videos that I make, so people later who are interested, maybe they can watch it later. Stream whatever I want. Yeah, that's it. I'm just thinking what I'm in the mood for and what I'm in the what I have the energy for. But yeah, because I want to start this fresh again, but not right now. I think I know what I will do. Yeah, I want to stream this again, but not right now, you know, because all of that reading I just did, all of the reading I just did, it was like, oh boy. I want to do it again. I just might not be in the mood for it right now, but yeah, we'll see. Oh man, all that stuttering. I'm so glad you came. So thank you so much, Wilson. This would have been so bad. Oh boy. So bad. Oh boy. Yeah, because usually like Dead Cells can look a little jittery on the OBS monitor, but usually it, when I look at the stream and when I look back at the streams of Dead Cells, it looks fine. It looks all fine. People usually tell me that it looks and sounds fine. But for this one, oh boy, yeah, this just had to be done. This is weird. Okay, full screen, So this shit needs to be turned off. Then what was it? Not this. It was gameplay. Yeah, so frame rate is at this middle. You don't need to mess around with that at all. So for anyone, yeah, I don't need to private this because someone might stumble upon this or something. If they go to the end, but whatever. Oh, I know what I will do. Alright. I know what I will do. I will rename this stream or the video title, because this will now just become a video. So I will rename this Planescape Torment. Turn off hardware mouse cursor option. Turn it off and you can stream it nicely. That's what I will rename the stream to. And then I will do another stream again of this game now that it's set up, thanks to you, Mr. Wilson. That it's set up nicely. So I can do it nicely. Because, oh no. Otherwise it would have looked so bad. So yeah, at least it can help someone. They don't even need to watch the video, just look at the title. And then they know, if you want to stream this, do that. It will help you. Everything else I think can be left alone. This is the thing. You don't even need to touch anything else, I think. So yeah. Let's see, I think I will stream something else. I don't know what. I don't know if you'll still be around, because you might still be around, then you can join again in whatever I stream. I'll take a little break, like maybe a half hour, but not even that, and then just do it again, and just do it again with another game. But I don't think with this currently. Yeah, either way, enough yapping. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson, for saving the stream of this game for later. So I wanna do this again, but nicely. Now that it's figured out, thanks to you, how it's supposed to be done. So now this is it, and I will return shortly with something else and stream that, whatever it is. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Yeah, it probably is just this game. This game, because no other game had this kind of issues so far. So it really was just the hardware mouse cursor option needs to be turned off. So I will do that. I'll go to YouTube. I'll go to my profile and just check the video and rename it to that, so it can actually be of help to someone. But yeah. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a few, hopefully. Until then, take care, everybody. And take care, Mr. Wilson. I think like I said, I'll try to be as quick as possible and then stream something else, if you're still interested in watching whatever it is. We'll see. Either way, thank you so much again. And everyone else also, have a good one until then. Bye-bye.